don't even know the purpose of this live. I just felt like going live and then just check in with y'all. Y'all see what I got going on right now. She's up. Well, she's on her way. She's on her way down to sleep. And she stopped fighting. But how are y'all doing? Hi, China. How you doing, girl? I said China. Girl, Cheyenne. That's still not your name. Hey, girl. Hey, Beatrice. Hey, y'all. I was just checking in with y'all. Letting y'all know I'm still here. I'm still pushing through. Hey, Monet. I just jacked your name all the way up. You got something to say? Okay. How y'all doing? Hi, the bushes. Monet, I just saw your comment under my last live. I'm so sorry about your grandmother. Y'all know we just passed through that Scorpio moon, and I feel like we're still in the shadow of it somewhat. And I tell you, I've just been getting like notice of so many passings, you know, not directly related to me, like my family or anything like that, but some, yes. But people outside of like my personal circle saying that they have had passings and stuff like that. Like that, that past moon, just say wiped a lot of people out. So sending my condolences to anybody that's going through a grieving process right now. Or, you know, we receive some sort of bad news about someone's health, whether it's yours or someone else. Just sending beautiful energy and love and prayers up for y'all. Yep. But like I told y'all, these past couple days, like God has like sat me down, and I'm still like trying to work through it. Like I'm still trying to busy myself and all of that. I've acknowledged what the issue is, but I don't want to really call it an issue, but it has been a blockage kind of. And today I found myself watching I did a live like 3 years ago when I was in that Texas apartment, sitting on the floor, getting on live with y'all. And I did a whole story time. It was like an hour-long story time of my experience with my breakup with my ex and how that pretty much was the catalyst for like my getting on like a spiritual journey and stuff like that. And I'm just looking back like, I don't think I really took into account how much that part of my life impacted me on like such a deep level. I was just so focused for years on just trying to heal from it and just work through it and just get my life together and become stable that I didn't take the time to really process what the fuck I actually went through. And like a part of me like cried for my younger self because I'm like, girl, you's a strong motherfucker. Like props to you, baby, because shit, you better than me. You better than me. The Kaliyyah today would not never niggadom would have went through that shit. You know, so but I'm grateful for the experience, but I also realized fast forward that there was still a part of me that was being blocked off, like in my heart chakra was still blocked off from love and, you know, trust in people and things like that, things that I thought I had worked through, like little remnants of it like had bubbled to the surface this past week. And I'm like, oh shit, here I am thinking that I done wrap this shit up, and no. They brought it to my attention again, like, we need to touch base on this one more time. One more time, girl. So I think like this past week was the moment where I actually like spoke to my younger self. And I did an audio recording, you know, basically saying like if I had the opportunity to have a conversation with my 19-year-old self, these are the things that I would tell her. And when I did that, that was the shadow work that I worked through, an exercise that they told me to do. I cried. I cried for her because I'm like, girl, although you went through all of that shit, my 19-year-old self is the reason why I am who I am today. You know, so it's one, don't take life for granted. Two, just always see the lesson in everything, or at least try to, you know, because you just don't know the plan. Like, you don't know when you release and you surrender, you'd be surprised how your life unfolds. Because I can tell you, my 18, 19-year-old self had a plan. She, in fact, wrote down a 10-year plan for her career, her education, how many kids she would have, when she would have kids, when she would get married, who she would get married to. She had a plan. And I tell you, man, ain't shit on that plan happened the way that I wanted it to at 19 years old. No. No, not one bit of it. Not one bit of it, okay? But I can say that I'm glad. I'm glad that that was a part of the journey, and I'm glad that my plan didn't turn out the way that I wanted to, because this way was so much better. Yep. Yep. So, okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that was feeling that energy. Like, it was like a pause moment. Like, come on, let's pause and just review real quick. Before we take you through these gates, through these doors, we just need to have a little life review of what you've been through so far. That's what it felt like. It felt like a life review. You said exactly right. I had the whole shebang mapped out. I actually found it in my notes. I still have notes from years ago. I guess my iCloud just saves every fucking thing except for the shit that I really fucking need. Like, it's like a ton of pictures that are just missing. I'm just like, I would have loved to have those pictures right now. But anyway, yeah, I found my 10-year plan from way back then, and I found like all these love letters and shit that I wrote to my ex, and all the life that we was gonna have and all this other shit. I was like, girl, if only you knew. If only you knew. Well, how long has it been? It's been 8 years. 8 years later. Child, it's a lot of shit that if I was to tell my 19-year-old self, she would look at me like I was fucking nuts. Like, girl. Exactly, right? I'm like, why y'all even bring this to my attention? You know how long it's been? But it was necessary. It was necessary. And I don't think I finished what I was saying, but it was a moment where I finally admitted that nothing that he had done to me had anything to do with me. Like, I think that this entire journey of trying to heal from the situation, I was still taking it personally, you know? So it was like a moment of reflection. I was like, that shit had nothing to do with me. I was never the fucking problem. Like, I wasn't the one who needed to be fixed. I wasn't the one who caused all of that shit to fucking happen, you know? Because when you in a toxic relationship, especially a very narcissistic one, they paint it out to like, you're the problem. You're the reason I'm this way. You're the reason why we can't have a balanced connection. And I'm like, I took the blame for, you know, that breakup for so many years, thinking, you know, blaming myself, saying, oh, you were just naive, or you were stupid, and, you know, you set yourself up to go through all of that. Like, I was really putting a lot of that on me. And no, I'm not accepting that shit, because it's not my story. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be careful the stories that you're telling yourself, the stories that you're deciding to carry with you throughout your life. I don't have to carry that story because it wasn't my problem to begin with. I was just thrown up into the mix of his shit. That was his story and his problem. And I was caught up in it because I was in a relationship with that person, but that was never supposed to be my story. You know what I'm saying? So that was the reality check that they had with me. So it wasn't that I hadn't healed from the situation. It was like, okay, let's be clear. Moving forward, this is how we need you to view yourself, you know. And also coming to the realization that I have built up in my self-esteem, that I have more confidence than I did, than that I do know my self-worth, I do know my value. You know, that's why I'm like, looking back, shit, this Kaliyyah today, hell no, I wouldn't have stayed in no shit like that. Hell no. Hell no. I probably would have checked my damn self into a fucking psych ward to get evaluated because, girl, what was you doing? But yeah, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. You know? Right. Oh boy, you want to play with the keyboard. Hold on. Girl, you supposed to be asleep. My iPad is on 3%. That's why I'm not on there. Whew. But yeah, y'all. I'm going through a huge transition in my life right now. A completely new direction. Like, I'm just at a point of fucking surrender at this point. Like, I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice but to surrender to whatever this path that God is taking me down right now. And it is what it is. It is what it is. I've been at this stage of life before. So I'm not worried, but I am anxious. Right, Monet? You're like, what the fuck were you doing? Like, girl, don't you know how fucking amazing you are and were? Shit. That nigga was depending on you. If we really want to talk about it, shit. But I had convinced myself I was so young. And it's okay. I was so young. I didn't know nothing about the world. I didn't know nothing about, like, how to build a foundation for myself. Like, I don't even know how to start my own business at that point in time. Like, I was really, we were both equally very codependent on each other, you know, but for different reasons. I knew how to make money. I knew how to hustle. Like, I'm a city girl. I'm a Jersey girl. Okay, I'm gonna figure something out. Okay, I don't care how low I am. I'm always gonna get the fuck back up and figure it out. And you know what's crazy? That was like one of the last things he said to me as I was walking out the door, like leaving for good. He was like, I know it's gonna work out for you. It always does. And that was like the last thing he said to me. Like, after you done put me through all this shit, motherfucker, you gonna send me off with that? That just tells me why you did all that shit. Because you was threatened by my energy. But, mama, you making me hot, girl. Yeah, they be knowing. They be knowing. It is what it is. On to better things. We've been on to better things. It's been a long time. And that time flew. Exactly. Telling me something I already fucking know. Baby magic. See, I can't use those. Her skin is very sensitive. So I've recently switched to Dr. Bonner's, the baby unscented soap. I mean, we both use it, but that works for her. She doesn't have any breakouts or anything. I gave her a bath this morning and washed her hair and stuff because we had a busy day. We was out in these streets today. But she ended up going down for a nap at like 3. So she slept from like 3 to 7 and then just got up with all this freaking energy. You say you getting baby fever, girl? Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I will say this was definitely something that I manifested. I definitely manifested her. I did. I've always wanted kids. I've always wanted kids. Like, I remember nights like I would cry because I think I was really feeling her energy. You know how they say like you can feel your kids in spirit before they actually arrive in the physical? That's what I was going through for some time. And it will always happen around like Cancer season, around like early summer, June. I will always just have like intense baby fever. Now she's here. And I knew it was going to be a girl too. I knew it was going to be a girl years before I had her. I was hoping for a boy, but I knew it was going to be a girl. I still want my boy. Well, thank you. I'm glad somebody believes it. Because everybody's convinced she looks just like her dad. I mean, and she does. She does. I guess it depends on who she next to. Period, Monet. Period. Look at you, sleepy. And now she's at the stage where she don't want to sleep in her own bed. Well, it's funny because if you were to look at me and her dad, you would think we were like brother and sister. So, yeah. She got the best of both of us, really. But you see what she doing right now? This is what she do all through the night. When I allow her to sleep with me, it's like we tussle. Like, we be tussling. The other night, I was up. It was like 3 a.m. And she just, when I tell you, ass in my face, foot up my nose, like, I'm on the edge of the goddamn bed. I'm like, first of all, you're 1 year old. Why are you taking over my bed right now? And then she just laughed in my face. I be dead ass serious, and she just, I'm like, you need to go to sleep. Like, I can't even freaking discipline her for real because she be making me laugh, and I be trying not to laugh when I'm trying to discipline her, and I just can't help it because she's so freaking cute. And then she also has my sense of humor. Right now, she got an issue with the freaking, the toilet plunger. She loves the fucking toilet plunger. I'm like, stop playing with the damn plunger. And every time she hear me cupping, she take it and she run. I'm like, you're gonna thank me later in life for keeping this from you. You're gonna understand why you shouldn't be touching this damn plunger. Oh, I had to get a lock on the damn toilet seat because she wants to play in the toilet. I got a lock on the toilet seat. I got locks on all the cabinets and drawers because she's tall. Like, they've been telling me since she was a baby, like, she's tall for, her age, So she can reach all of the drawers. She can open all of the doors now, even the front door. So I had to get the little locks on the doors too for the handle because I have the long handles that, you pull up and down. She loves them. And she just open, slam, open, slam, open, slam all fucking morning. I be like, yo, it's too early. It's too early, yo. She's jacked up my damn blinds. My blinds look ghetto as shit now because she likes to play in the fucking window. And And I'm like, Layla, get out the window. And she turns around and she just laughs in my freaking face like it's a game. What's the matter? What's the matter? Hmm? What's the matter? Hmm. Yeah. I can only imagine what Terrible 2 is gonna look like. She won. Right? You might as well just go to sleep, mama. Mm-hmm. But I talked to my mother, and my mother said she acts just like me. She's like, please, she's just you all over again. Literally, just you all over again. I'm like, well, good to know. This will be very healing for my inner child. She do. She loves the outlets. She loves anything to do with tech, wires, cords. She constantly unplugs the Wi-Fi. I could be in the middle of doing a freaking project or something, and I'm like, what happened? And she done pulled out the freaking internet box. TV done shut off and some more. I'd be like, leave my stuff alone. You got all these toys. The house be flipped upside down. When I tell you, upside down. She be having toys. So many toys. I be tripping and falling over the freaking Legos. You know it hurt to step on a freaking Lego block? You know how, have you ever felt that pain? To step on a Lego block? And they be everywhere. And she'll just put them all, like she'll sprawl everything out on the floor, knock everything down, pillows, she'll tear this whole living room up. And when she done, she come and mess with my stuff. Don't have a care in the world for all the toys that's in the middle of the floor, but will come mess with my stuff. Unplugging my cords and shit. You know I'm talking about you. It's okay. Yes, you might stink of mamas. You be doing the most sometimes, but you still might stink. I don't know if I should call this like a pointless live or what. I would have liked to get on here and do readings. I'm thinking about going live and doing all of the zodiac signs, but I'm gonna do it individually. Like I'm gonna do separate lives back to back to back, and see how that work out. Instead of throwing them all in one live, I'm gonna separate it, and I think I'm gonna just do it by a series, because I got some inspiration from another channel, and I was like, I never thought to do it like that. Like she does like a she'll do a series and do like all of the signs. So it might be what do your guides need you to know? But she'll do all of 12 of zodiac signs, and it'll be the same title, what your guides need you to know, what your guides need you to know. But for each sign, you will get that specific reading. Or she might do a what's tea type of reading, like what's the tea coming towards you, and she'll do that for all of the signs, you know. So I was like, I never thought to do it like that, you know. It seems like it's more cohesive that way. So I'm gonna try that method and see how it works. It might be an easier way. And y'all let me know if y'all like it that way too. Like I said, I'm just like in this phase right now. I'm just trying different stuff with the channel. I feel like I'm always in that phase though, because I get bored. I get tired of doing the same shit. You said buckets? Oh no, you left it on them. She does that when I put the door handle lock on. You said the collective reads. when I tell y'all, I took the time the other day to sit and watch a couple of my old readings, and I was like, wait a minute, these readings juicy. But like, these readings good as hell. I don't know how many people resonate with the shit, but damn. I was like, damn. How the hell I get all of that off of one motherfucking card? Shit. Sometimes I be looking at myself like, damn, why can't I read for myself like that? You know? It's like when they're saying, when they say like, oh, you can't be a psychic and win the lottery and shit like that because it's like unfair in the universe. That's how I be feeling when I do my own personal reads. I be laying the shit out there. I be looking at it and I be like, okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. Y'all, I'll figure it out one day. I don't know what the fuck. But when I read for other people, it just be like coming through. Like, so they do better with me by just talking to me versus me trying to do a reading for myself. They just talk to me and show me synchronicities and stuff like that, and I kind of just put the pieces together. Or they'll speak to me through my dreams, because it's not always clear when I try to do my own readings. And I haven't gotten a personal reading from another reader in years. Years, probably not since that breakup. Literally. Literally. And when I did that, when I got a reading from her, not one part of the reading did she tell me that I was supposed to like capitalize off of my gifts and grow a business and stuff off of my gifts. I don't think she wanted me to know, honestly, or either the divine just didn't show her that part. Maybe I was supposed to wake up to that on my own, because I definitely asked her about it. I was like, so these are the things that happens to me, and this has been happening since I was a child. Is there any significance in that? And she just never gave me a response. She was actually kind of taken back. So there were things that I was telling her that I could do that she couldn't do. And I'm like, well, damn, well, should I be really paying you? Should I be even getting these readings from you? Turns out freaking, I would say probably like, how long was it? Probably like 6 months later, I had started my my spiritual practice. Now, the thing she did mention, I still want to do. Like, it's still definitely on my bucket list, but that just kind of surprised me. So I'm kind of on a hunt right now. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. You know, and every time I went back, it was like some new weird shit. It was almost like she was just pulling the shit out her ass. And then she asked me one time, she was like, you didn't come close to death or something like that. I'm like, lady, what the hell are you talking about? No. She was like, so you ain't like run into like almost like a car accident? So I'm like, no. I'm still here, clearly. And she's like, oh, there were these zones that you were supposed to go through, and then I had her doing, she was supposed to be doing like healing work for me, and she would give me these crystals. Actually, I have one of the crystals that she gave me, I have on my desk right now. I still have it. I might get rid of it, honestly. But this one, I've had this one like for years. Like, when did I go to that lady? It was like 2019. It was like the end. It was like December 2019. I went and got a reading. This was one of the crystals that she gave me and told me to put in my house when I was going through all that bullshit with my ex. And apparently she would give me a crystal, and then she would burn a candle in her own space. She would burn a candle, and I would keep the crystal, and I would sleep with it or put it in the house. And I would come back to her, and she'd be like, oh my gosh, you're healing so fast. Like, because what she told me, she was like, she said my root chakra was blocked up, that there was something like a black, she said it was like a black substance or something surrounding my chakras that needed to be cleared out. But when I came back to her, she was like, oh my gosh, you're healing so fast. Like, it's pretty much cleared up. Like, a lot of your chakras are opening up very quickly. And to a certain degree, I could believe that because I started to wake up psychically, like really quickly. You know, once I started addressing certain traumas and stuff that was affecting me, it like cleared up all this extra bandwidth, and just I was just at that point I didn't even need her anymore. I think I only went to her for 3 sessions, but by the third session she was asking for fucking $17,000 because she said that I needed to pay for like this fine gold or some shit. She was like a spiritual practitioner from Greece. She was this Greek woman, and she said that she had ancestors back in her home country that does spiritual work for people at the end of the year. And it's just this whole thing about like clearing out your past and rewriting your destiny and shit. Child. She made it seem like if I didn't show up with $17,000 that I was gonna fucking die. I said, okay, at this point, I'm good. I'm good off of this, you know? Then I look back, I'm like, whoa, why the fuck would you do some shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and maybe because she's had bigger clients. Like, she told me that she has done work for like big time like attorneys and doctors and stuff like that. So, and they just gullible, just giving her the fucking money to do some shit. You don't know what the hell she doing. You know what I'm saying? You can't put your trust in just about anybody just because they say they can do some shit for you. You know? Exactly. And I did figure it out. And it took time. It took time. A healing journey can't be rushed. You can't just snap your motherfucking fingers and say, bitch, you healed. No. No. So I think I am. I'm gonna I don't know. I think I'm gonna bury it in like a park or put it in like a park or something. Give it back to the earth. And then I'm gonna go to the shop. I might do that tomorrow actually. I think I'm gonna take a visit to the crystal shop and get a new crystal. But I think I want a celestite. The same size, but I think I want a celestite. You say you'd be too scared. Yeah. That's all you need is God. That's it. That's it, yo. I've stayed true to that. Even before like I started getting into really communing with my spirit guides and tapping into my mediumship, like I was always very, very faith driven. Very, very faith driven. Like I just always felt like it was nothing I couldn't do as long as I had my faith, as long as I knew God, as long as, you know, I prayed, I knew things were gonna be okay. You know, that's what I got on my desk. It's a pray on it, pray over it, and pray through it. Okay, and I've stood by that most of my life. So prayer works. It does. Yeah. So I got a lot of good stuff coming for y'all though. I got a lot of good stuff coming for y'all. Like, it's time. It's time. You keep rubbing your eyes and adjusting yourself like something's gonna change. Go sleep, girl. I'm working on my website right now. A good legitimate one. One that I'm building myself. Building it myself, okay? So we don't run into any issues. But yeah. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Let me go put her down. way I just tiptoed out of that situation. The girl is a bull. Like, she's a Taurus. She's a bull. Like, she's half asleep, eyes rolling back and everything, and she's like popping her back so she could stay up. And I'm like, girl. Because she was tired. She was fighting. She's been fighting for like the past hour. Y'all know what mom ears are? I have that issue. Well, it's not an issue, but I always think I hear her even when she's not crying. I always think she's crying. And sometimes I'll hear her cry before she cries. Or I know she getting ready to wake up because I'll hear her before she wakes up. Yeah. I don't even have to be in like close proximity of her. Like, I could go out and she's nowhere in sight and I'm still hearing her. Or I'm at work and I'm hearing her. Like, I'll be like, let me call my baby because what's going on? Yeah. She went down easy this time. But I'm about to make me a drinky drink. I've been saving these. I don't even know if I could talk about it on here. Because TikTok flagged me for mentioning my little special drink. But I've been saving them because I only got 2 left. And I bought 2 cases of them because it was a sale. So I was able to get 2 cases of them for like $40. But these, you see that little word right there? Yeah. That's what I'm about to indulge in right now, since baby girl is out for the count. I put my dad onto these, and he's hooked. He says he's hooked. Hold on. Let me set y'all up somewhere. Put y'all at. Okay. But yeah, he said he's hooked because he stopped drinking because he ran into like a health issue or whatever. So he's like, he cut it out like cold turkey. Like, he's never gonna drink another alcoholic drink ever again. So, you know, me and my aunt put him on to these, and then he's in Georgia, so their selection at the liquor store is much bigger than where we are. So there's apparently like this whole shelf full of infused cocktails like this. He went crazy. And I was like, you know what? I am so happy for you, you know, because now you get to enjoy yourself again. Not that you have to drink to enjoy yourself, but sometimes you just want to loosen up. You just want to relax, you know, especially when you see other people partying and vibing and stuff. You want something you could, you know, indulge in too. But I don't do this full can in one sitting. I do about that much. Yeah, because that's really all I need. And then let me get my juice. some ice in this, girl. Splash. And splash. And then I'll top it off. With this peach. I love these little sparkling waters. Love them. Down. And the Waterloos, the seltzer in them is a lot stronger than the bubblies. For a long time I was drinking just the bubblies. You said mouthgasm. I have not had a Four Loko since college. I used to drink the little strawberries, the little tall margaritas in a can. That was my thing. Right. Yeah, I know I was a bartender for about 5 years. If I didn't have Layla, I probably would be doing that still. Even though I said I was over the nightlife. But when it comes to making that money, that's always something you could go back to. That's what I can say. Food service, that whole industry is always something you could fall back on. No matter what position you in life. I think just it's a lot of people that just, I don't know, they be too prideful, you know? But after working in that industry, like for years, you see people old that be in there. Like, old as dirt. Like, how many years you been here? They'd be like, 20 years. I've been here since it opened. Good for you. Good for you. It could not be me, but I would be the type of person I would want to like manage like different stores and stuff like that. Like I would want to go in and design restaurants and put their menu together and design their aesthetic for the restaurant and stuff like that. Yeah, I would be that person. Diamond, so we got a story and bartender recipes. Cheers. It's so good too. Oh my gosh. This is gonna kick in about an hour. Dang, and my iPad not even charged. See, I was trying to be productive and sit here and multitask and talk to y'all while I do my website. Where's my charger? Diamond, this is what we used to do all the time. Y'all lucky I ain't got no coal for my hookah. Where is that hookah? Is it in here? It don't even matter because I want to get an electric hookah so I don't have to do all that extra shit. The electric hookah, you insert the what do you call it? It's like a pod. You insert and it has the flavor and everything already in it. And you just charge it up and it got a little fancy light and the water bubbles and shit at the bottom. Like, that's what I want. It's like $80 on Amazon, but for some reason I can't bring myself to buy it. So I'm hoping somebody will gift it to me. I even added it to my little early Christmas list, okay? Real early. Well, my birthday come before then, so sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Hold on. You know, I told y'all Layla likes to play in the bathroom. Shit. So I had a candle. God damn it. When did my nail come off? I had a candle with it had a glass container on it, and I had it sitting on top of this cabinet that I have in my bathroom. It holds like my towels and washcloths and stuff. And she knocked it down and the glass shattered. So I basically had to get crafty and transfer that candle to this candle which is like one that I had finished, a black cherry Merlot candle from Bath and Body Works. It's a completely different candle in there, completely different scent and everything. So but it's like it's pissing me off because I know how strong the Bath and Body Works candles are, and that candle didn't come from Bath and Body Works. That was a candle I got on sale at Publix. So it's not as strong as I'm expecting it to be because I'm looking at the outside of it and it say black cherry Merlot, but that's not what the fuck I'm smelling. So it's fucking with my mind. So every time I come in the room, I get pissed like, why can't I smell this fucking candle? But I still light it anyway for the aesthetic. I had to improvise. I did. They do. But, you know, I think I'm just in my crafty girl stage. I'm in my creative bag. So I'm thinking about ordering a candle making kit and doing that as like a hobby on the side. Like something to do. If it turned into a business, hey. Well, why not? But I love candles. I love candles. I can't go in a motherfucking store without passing through the candle aisle. I just can't. They just had a sale. It was 3-wick candles for $12, I believe. At least in my area, it was a sale. And then they went up on their the free thing. So if you got like a free code, a promo for a free item, you can get a free item for up to $18 and some change now. It used to be 16, so you might be able to get a candle with that. So Bath and Body Works got me in a chokehold, low key. It wasn't until I downloaded the freaking app. I didn't have the app downloaded, but now I do, and they send me notifications every freaking day. And now I feel like it's like an internal battle, just trying not to purchase something, you know? He said the grilled charcoal. I ain't got no grill to have no grilled charcoal. Right. What you about to get with $16? You know, it's only but so many candle holders I can get without buying some fucking candles. So that's first thing. Oh, we have candle holders. You could pick anyone over there. I don't want another fucking candle holder. And I don't want to plug in. I'm waiting for them to do that $5 sale again so I can rack up on my body washes. I love them body washes down, okay? I didn't know they were so good. But the last sale, I got about 6 bottles of them. It was $5 each. I got about 6 of those. And then I got about four 3-wick candles, because I think that was when they were doing a $10 candles. And then I got a bunch of wallflower plugins. I went in. Yeah, the pretty ones are like 20 and up. 20 and up. I just like, because I don't always get, they make candle holders just for their candles, but I don't always buy Bath and Body Works candles. It was a point where I just like resented them because I was like, there's no way I'm paying that much for a fucking candle. Why would I spend $25 on one candle? It don't even make sense. So I start catching on. These folks, they be waiting for that sale, okay? They be saving up for that sale. So I'm gonna be ready for the next one. And the next $10 one, I'm gonna be ready, okay? I'm gonna be walking out with my, you know how they had the cartons, they put 6 in at a time. I'm gonna be walking out with like 2 of those. I'm gonna be set. Black Friday will be here soon. I want to get another TV. I want to get another TV because Layla will have her own room, okay? Right now, she don't have her own room. But I'm transitioning and I'm preparing to have the space for her to have her own room by Christmas. You know, because I want to put a tree up. You know, I want to put gifts under the tree and stuff in my place. You know, we typically go to my family's house and they have like one big tree and they brings everyone's gifts to that tree. But I want to put one up in here. Like I want her to have that, you know. I want her to have that experience. And I'm also going to try to get a real tree this year. Body spray. Right. At least I can get a little lotion or something. Mm-mm. That I also want to go back and get their sunscreen. The one I have is the Waikiki Beach one. It smells so good. It's like a nice fruity tropical summer scent. It smells so good. But I wouldn't put it on my face. So I would just use it as a body. I don't put fragrances and shit on my face. I don't do that. My skin's too sensitive. I have the Waikiki SPF, and then I have the Waikiki body cream. And then the lotion, I got the, what is that one called? It's the pink one. It's a part of the little tropical series, but it's the pink one. What the hell is it called? I don't feel like getting up. No, that's not it. I don't know, but it smells good. It has more of like a coconut vanilla scent to it, which is I love. I love anything vanilla, shea, coconut. That's my thing. If I decide to step over to the fruity side, I like strawberry. Like I love Bath and Body Works strawberry pound cake. Love it down. Their ice lemon pound cake candle. Love it down. And then they have a plug-in called raspberries and whipped vanilla. Love it down. Like that's my thing. I love anything sweet, vanilla, that type of thing. The ice lemon pound cake be selling out. When I went in there to get, I think it was the $10. Yep, the $10 sale. The girl was hiding them in the case. I had to pull it off of the display. I'm like, am I allowed to buy this off of the display? And she was like, no, but let me check and see if I have it. She had a whole stash hiding. I said, I'll take 2 of those, thank you. Perfect in pink. No. Let me just show y'all what I'm working with. Oh shit. Layla put the damn bathtub behind the door. Her bathtub. She didn't put behind the damn door. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to be quiet. Oh, okay. So it's called Bahamas Passion Fruit and Banana Flower. Hold on, let me come into the light so I can show you. Yep, so it's this one. It smells really good. This one has passion fruit, pineapple leaves, and banana flower, coconut oil, shea, and vitamin E. Love that. Right? Like, shh. She in my bed right now. I'm gonna wait till she get deep up in there, then I'm gonna move her to her crib. But yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. We need, I think I'm gonna stay in the same place, but I'm gonna just get a different unit. So she can have her own room, put all her damn toys in there too. Child. Now I'm working on my perfume collection. I was supposed to get my charger. Hold on. Shit, we gotta go back in the room. Hold on, let me turn this light out. Save money, live better, Walmart. Turn this light out too. We don't need all these damn lights. Okay. Shit. So I'll be the clumsiest when she go to sleep. I be like, shit, Kaliyyah. Okay. Plug my iPad up. Okay. Right? Hey. I tell you, I be busting my ass in here. Be like, what the fuck am I tripping over here? Yeah, I'm trying to get my perfume collection up. So right now, the ones that I am liking right now, well, I've always liked the Alien Goddess scent. It's like a light, powdery vanilla type of scent. I really like that one. I love Valentino. I always gonna love Valentino. I like the intense Valentino though. And I want to try some of their spring summer ones. Like they have a green and orange bottle that I want to try. What else do I like? I like what's the other one? What is that brand? It's Dolce? Which one is that? Let's just look it up. Let's see, Dolce. No, it's not. Is it Dolce? What the fuck is the name of that bottle? I can't think of it, but it has like a rose top. It has a red rose top. I'm just seeing Dolce in my third eye, but I don't. Let's just. Oh, Dolce perfume. Women. Oh, it is just Dolce. Okay. Like, it's just Dolce. Yes. Dolce and Gabbana. Which one is that one? The pink bottle. The Dolce Garden. No, they got some new ones. Wait a minute. Hold up. Yep, the Dolce Rose. That's the one that I like. The Dolce Gabbana Rose. I like Jimmy Choo's Fever. That one's good. I said Valentino. I like the Alien one. I like Burberry. The new one, Burberry Her. But that's to me for like a special occasion. I like Levi Estabel. That's like an old school one, but I really like it. What's another one? The Billie Eilish one is okay, but to me it's too mature. Like I wouldn't wear it. Like it's too mature. If y'all get what I'm saying. Like it's a vanilla scent, but to me it's like for an older woman. What else? You know, I've never tried any of like the celebrity like endorsed ones like Beyonce or Rihanna. I know at one point the Ariana Grande one was popping off, but I don't know. I never been like a fan of any of those. I love Jimmy Choo. I love what's the other one? The Herrera one, the Good Girl. Love that one. Oof. Love that one, man. I've gotten compliments from men on that one. Yeah. Trying to think what other ones have I tried. I do like the, not for like a perfume, but like for a body mist, I like the Sol de Janeiro. I just like hopped on that wave this past year. Sol de Janeiro. And I love the Bum Bum Cream. I thought it was just like a, I don't know, like a trend, like a wave that would just die down. But I like the Bum Bum Cream. It actually works, at least for me. I'm like, I gotta get another one, but you know, I gotta set something aside for that because the small container was like $28, and then the full one is 50. So I'm like, okay, I have a like I've probably already spent that $50 several times over by now, and this is what be pissing me off because I'm like, stuff like that I can't get myself to buy. Somebody would have to buy it for me or gift it for me. But it's time I start investing in like luxury self-care as well. Add value to myself. So I'm trying to work myself out of that mindset. Because I'm like, to me, I'm just like $50 for a body cream. It's crazy. But if you want the results, you're going to have to put in a little bit more money, right? And summertime is coming up. So I'm going to get it next week. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to just get, I'm going to get the set. Amazon has a travel set, and I'm actually getting ready to go on vacation in July, so that might actually work. They have a travel set that comes with the mist, the Bum Bum Cream, and what was the other thing in there? Hold up, let's just look it up. Oh, why is my ear ringing? Oh, Lord, what y'all trying to say? What y'all trying to say? So, oh, wow. I wonder if that's why my ear is ringing right now. It's like real bad. It's real bad. Okay. I hope everything's okay, Monet. Let's see, Soul. Hey, Jasmine. Janeiro set. Sol de Janeiro. They have a new scent out. It's a purple set. Okay, so this comes with, it comes with a body wash, a travel body wash, the Bum Bum Cream, and the mist. Oh, wait. They have a trio set. Hold on. Okay, so they have the Bum Bum Cream, the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream, the Delicia Drenched Body Butter, and the Bum de Bright. What is that? No, you should say something. Say something. Don't let nobody else take away your moment with your grandmother. You should say something. Okay, so one of them deeply moisturizes, one brightens, and then one firms and tightens. That's the one that I like. The Brazilian Bum Bum Cream, it actually firms and tightens. It does. But it's one of those things you got to keep using, or else, like, you just start back at square one. So that's why I'm like, I need to get another one. So I'm going to add this to the cart. No, it actually works, Jasmine. It works. And I've used it on my whole body. And my skin has been popping. Okay? Yes, it works. It works, okay? And I, for one, have dealt with cellulite most of my life because I've always fluctuated in my weight. So when I saw it actually working, I was like, wow, I'm going to get some more of this. It was also a brightening cream that I was using. Hold on, I actually have a list. I might link it so y'all can see all the products that I use. It's literally like a full list of the stuff that I use. Hold on. What was it called? It was like some sort of Good night, Monet. You said Go Pure. Let me see. Tighten and Lift Neck Cream. We have something for eyes. Sculpt and Tone Arm Cream. Wrinkles. Butt and Thigh Cream. Well, then let me see some. How big is the container compared to the Bum Bum Cream? You know what I need? I need something for my underarms, y'all. I need something to brighten my underarms. I've had dark underarms since I was a child, and I can't fucking stand it in the summertime because there's certain things that I want to wear, not because like I can't wear them, but because I'm like slightly insecure about my underarms, like they're dark and I don't like it. And I don't know, nothing has worked. The turmeric scrubs and mask, it don't fucking work. So I'm just like, what do I do? The lemon juice. It was one point where I was using fucking lemons as deodorizers. Didn't work. So I don't really know what to do. Should I just stop giving a fuck? Like, am I overthinking it? Okay. So the cream that I was using was by Simply Vital. It has collagen, retinol, and hyaluronic acid, science proven formula. And this one is like crazy on Amazon. It's 1 million plus buys on Amazon, 21,000 reviews. So I used that, and I did use that on the back of my legs because they were kind of dark in the back of my thighs. And I don't like that because it's not cute in shorts. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was using that and the Bum Bum Cream, and it like firmed and tightened the back of my legs and lightened them up in my inner thigh area. I'm a thick girl, you know, we chafe and stuff like that. So it's a little darker in that area because my thighs were up. So I will say that one did do something, but they be playing you because you'll get this container that's about that size, but when you open the container up, it's about half, like the cream is half of the bottle. And I didn't realize that until after I finished it, and I was like opening up to see if I could get more out. And I'm like, wow, they really fucking played me for this bottle. I spent $25 and it lasted me, I wanted like a month maybe. But I still feel like I should have gotten more out of that. So I might try this Go Pure one and see. This one, it's called Simply Vital. Yep, Simply Vital. You can use it on your face. You can use it on your whole body. It's an anti-aging face moisturizer, firming skincare for neck, décolleté. But I just used it on my legs, and it worked pretty well. That with the Bum Bum cream, it really worked. I was even putting that on my armpits, and I saw just a slight difference, but nothing that would satisfy me. So I go on vacation in July, and I want to have cleared up my armpits by then. I don't know if I need to do like an armpit detox, maybe. Maybe. I've just never waxed. And for years, I used like the little cheap Big Soleil razors or whatever, the ones that come in like the 10 pack for like $2. And that was the biggest mistake. Like, I didn't realize that that was why my armpits were so dark, because I was using these cheap ass razors to shave. So, over the past few months, I've converted to higher quality razors, the ones that have like at least 3 blades on them with the protection shield. And they've made my armpits smoother, but not lighter, of course. And I actually use a shaving cream, because before I was just shaving with whatever soap I had on hand. Crazy. Yeah. I'd be like, dang, all this shit that women gotta go through just to maintain themselves. It's expensive being a woman. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've burned myself. I've burned my face trying to wax myself, like wax my face. I burned my face. Um, and it's just like it's left like this dark shadow right here, and it's like it irritates the fuck out of me. But I recently bought some drops. They're supposed to be like a toner, like a Thayer's witch hazel, but it's by the brand called Ordinary, and that has really been helping with my hyperpigmentation. I really like that. I also been using this overnight jelly turmeric mask. That works too. I really like that one. Really, really like that one. So I think it's by this brand called Medicube. You said baking soda? Yeah. I based off of just the toner, they got my vote so far. Let me see if they got anything that I can use for my armpits. Because we need to get it together. I cannot go on vacation with my armpits looking crazy. Unless maybe, you know what? I might try the toner on my armpits and see what happens. I might try it on my armpits and see what it do. And then they also have hyaluronic acid, serum plumper for smoother skin. Oh, they got something for some of everything. Form of uneven blemish prone skin. They have a peeling solution. What? For real? Hold on. That might be just what I need. "10-minute exfoliating facial." Wait, is this like the one that I use, like the jelly mask? Exfoliating, brighten, smoothing. Oh, what is pepperberry? So, and it's only $9.50. Deeply exfoliates to reveal brighter, smoother skin. Once or twice a week on journey. Rinse off after 10 minutes. Glycolic acid. Oh, that's exactly what's in there. Salicylic acid, glycolic acid, and lactic acid are in here. I switched to, I started using Cetaphil face wash. That Cetaphil face wash changed the game, okay? Changed the game. I can't believe I was sleeping on it for years because I've always been afraid of using anything with like unnatural, not unnatural, but anything with like acids and all the extra shit in it. Like I try to avoid that, but it's made a significant difference in my skin for real. Like I love it. I love it. I feel like it shrunk my pores. I love it so much. I'm not going back to no other cleanser. I love that one. I use the Cetaphil Gentle Exfoliate and SA wash. My nose just got clogged. Okay, so let me add this stuff to my cart that y'all said. So the Go Pure, I'm gonna do, I might tell my mom about this one because she says she don't like her turkey neck. If you know, like when you get a certain age, like your face starts to drop. So I think she's going through that, and you know, she's in a little bit of a denial. So I might send her that one and see if it works for her. I might add that to her birthday gift. Is that insulting? Is it? I have to make sure, 'cause sometimes I be doing shit, genuinely doing shit sometimes, and I don't always like think it all the way through, like how somebody would take that, like, okay, I'm giving you a tightening and lifting cream, neck cream, as part of your birthday gift. Is that insulting? You could let me know. Let me know. It's like somebody buying somebody a waist trainer for their birthday. I think that was on like a Love and Hip Hop episode. Somebody had bought somebody a fucking waist trainer for their birthday. If it's a good quality waist trainer, I might not complain. Like if it's one of those waist trainers that's like $60 and up, I ain't gonna complain. You give me a cheap ass waist trainer, then that's when I'm gonna feel some type of way. Okay, good. And then I'm gonna get the firming butt and thigh cream. I'm gonna try that one, and I'm gonna see if that works on my arms too. We're gonna see if we could get like a 2-for-1 out of the situation. Because I don't know, I've always just been very soft. Like my skin, my body is just very soft. I'm very soft and voluptuous, okay? Like even in my days where I was like working out heavy and toning and lifting and stuff, like I've always just been very soft, especially my arms, like bigger arms running my family and thighs. So it's like it's boobs, arms, and thighs in this family, okay? So I just be trying to keep it right, keep it tight, you know, can't let it get out of control. But I feel like after I have all my kids, like when I'm done having kids, I'm considering a breast reduction. Just because they hurt. Like my back. Certain positions I sit in, or like if I'm walking for too long, like it starts to hurt my back. Oh, yes, thank you, Jasmine. Yes, wait, can I use it on Amazon or it has to be through the actual website? Hmm. Okay, so what I got in my cart right now? Hold on. If I go crazy. Okay, we have the neck cream. We have the firming butt and thigh cream. It's fine. I had time. I have time before her birthday, so if I order it now, it'll be here in time. Shit, Father's Day is coming up. Where did I put that note? Shit. I hope it's in that drawer because I had wrote down what I was gonna get my dad. Okay. Thank you, Jasmine. Okay, so we will try both of those. And then, do I need anything else? Oh, the Ordinary. I want to try their exfoliating peel. We about to get it together, okay? Ain't nothing stopping us from having a great fucking summer, okay? Great fucking summer. I'm about to add these vitamins too, because I need to catch up on my vitamins. I ain't been doing the best with vitamins lately, but I need to get it together. No, I don't want a subscription. No, I don't want the subscription. They have one with apple cider vinegar, turmeric, ginseng, cinnamon. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, what the hell is turkey tail? I was fine with the lion's mane, and then y'all talking about some turkey tail. What is that? Ginseng all-in-one supplement. Okay, so this one has chromium, zinc, apple cider vinegar, aloe vera, fenugreek. Child, I lose weight when I stop trying. Literally, when I stop fucking trying, it just drops, and I be like, interesting. Okay, bitter melon, ginseng, milk thistle, black pepper, turmeric, licorice root. Oh no, they trying. I don't want another baby yet. Might stick with this one. This one has sea moss, ashwagandha, manuka honey, elderberry, dandelion. I like that. Vitamin D3, yellow dock, vitamin C, black seed, turmeric, chlorophyll, bladderwrack, burdock, iodine, and apple cider vinegar. That's what I need. Okay. I'm gonna add that one to the cart. And then I be adding shit to the cart knowing I'm gonna buy it one at a time. But I definitely want to try these ordinary drops. I might order that one tonight. Okay. I might order that one tonight. And then the other ones can wait till next week. And then, you know, you gotta check your save for later, just in case. But you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and order her some more milk, child. I recently switched her to Pediasure, and I'm like, the 24 pack of Pediasure is just as much, if not worse, than me paying for a can of formula every week. The 24 pack of Pediasure is $46.53. And it's been a little bit over a week, and she's already done with that case. So we're gonna have to start looking up some recipes for her to eat some real food. But she's also very picky, so it's been many times I've cooked for her separately from myself. Like I've cooked her own little separate meal and then have my own, and she'll pick right over it or throw it on the floor. Like, girl, please stop wasting my food. Okay. And these will be here tomorrow. Oh, lordy, 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 lordy. But I really want to try it. I want to try it. See, the thing with me, a lot of these serums and shit, they always emphasize brighter skin. I don't need to get no freaking brighter, okay? I don't need to get any lighter than I already am. I'll be out here looking like a freaking ghost. I actually have a tan. This is a tan. This is a tan. Like when I take my wig off, it's like a clear tan line here. Like you see the difference in the shade. It's like very noticeable. And I'm like, so when I get my protective style, my box braids next month when I go on vacation, I'm gonna have to apply some makeup or something. I might have to get like a tinted SPF or something to cover the line. I want to try that though. I think I need another deck. I want another tarot deck. I need a new tarot deck. I have all these oracle cards and not enough tarot decks. That one looks cool. What's this one? I used to want that one. I don't want it anymore. No. Y'all know any good tarot decks? Any that like y'all would like to see on the channel? That one looks crazy. I'm about to fuck around, make my own damn deck and throw it on Amazon. That's what's about to happen. Like I'm looking back now and I'm like, dang, should I have even gotten those gold foil ones? Because they're so slippery, I can't even use them the way that I want to. They just for looks. Cheyenne, you said I should? Maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow. I'll sit down and just take my time. And because when I make my own deck, I want the guidebook to my deck to come straight from me, like my interpretation of each and every card, you know, based off of my own journey, my interpretation of the card. Because how I read, every reader is different. How I read is different. Like I don't read off of the meaning of the cards. I do not, yo. A lot of times I'm not even looking at the damn cards. But I think that's probably what would make my deck different. It would make it different. Like, I probably, when I started doing tarot, I went and I purchased the tarot guidebook with all of, you know, the actual definitions to each and every card. And, you know, they teach you about doing a Celtic cross and all this extra shit. I probably looked in that book for about a week before I tossed it and was just like, I'm going to do my own thing. And from there, the rest was history. I don't do none of the like the Celtic crosses and shit. Like I'm very unconventional with my readings. Very unconventional because most of it is hearing. Like most of my readings is what I hear versus what I see. So I may be looking at something that's, and what I see is going to be different from what I'm hearing. But I kind of have to combine the two to give y'all the message. So even if you were a viewer who does tarot, like in your own personal life, you might be trying to follow along, like, okay, trying to decide, okay, how the hell does she decipher that from this card? And that's not even what it means. And I couldn't fucking tell you. I really couldn't. I couldn't. That's why, like, it's been times people have asked me over the years to do like a tarot course. I don't know how to teach that. I don't know how to teach that. Ooh, this one is pretty. This is cute. Oh, thank you, Diamond. I appreciate that. I was telling you, I was sitting up watching one of my, which one was I watching? Because I refer back to my own readings for guidance a lot. It's rare I watch another reader. Like, I always watch my own stuff because things that I've read and interpreted years ago, sometimes can happen because I think I just pull from different timelines. And I've had people comment like, well, this is not resonating for me. And I'm like, cause you're not on this damn timeline. Shit. But then I'll have other people who be like, oh, this is spot on for the here and now. And then I'll have somebody come and be like 2 years later, and they like, you know what you said in that reading actually came true 2 years later. So it just depends on where you are in your journey. You know, everybody is operating off of different vibrations, different timelines. But I know the shit that I be reading, it don't be coming out of thin fucking air. So I'm like, I still put it out because I'm like, it's gonna be for somebody. You know, it's gonna be for somebody. So that's why I said, you know, maybe I'll just cut back on the collective reads and just focus on zodiac signs. This one's cute. I like this one. I like the purple and the blues. I really love the cards for the artwork. I'm really into like art and crafts and stuff like that. So that's why I love the cards. Like I collect cards because of the art. But if that wasn't the case, I would probably use just one deck my entire practice. This is cute. I hope it's not poor quality. That's another thing. My deck is not going to be paper fucking thin and cheap, you know? I can't stand to get a deck that looks so beautiful online, like the art, everything, and you get it and it's just so freaking flimsy. I got a deck right now. Remember that picture I posted on community board? Layla had all my shit out. She done chewed up one of the damn cards. Because the card is super, like, paper thin. Like, this shit's just cheap. I don't like that. I don't like that. So, I'll make sure my shit's some good shit. Let me see. Ooh, they have some blank tarot cards. I don't see how people could, like, hate tarot or, like, be scared of it. It's so dope. Like, it's so fucking dope. Like, now, I don't agree with people who abuse it. You know what I'm saying? They abuse it and be misleading people and shit like that. And, you know, the false prophets and shit. You have those. You're going to have those. But when I started this was just for fun. It still is. I still do it for fun. But I had no intention on becoming a reader. Let me tell you that. Like, I had no. I'd never thought that I would be this deep in. I never thought like this would be one of those things that are still standing to this day. Like, you know how many different businesses I've started that have not gotten off the ground, or like, you know, it's just like a phase of my life, a season. This, nope. It's been some years. It's been some years I've been doing this on and off YouTube. On and off YouTube. When I very first started, I was doing like blind readings. So I never knew who I was going to read for because I was a part of this community. I was a part of a tarot community. It was a website where you could go and you could read for anonymous people. They would send in their issues and you would just do the reading and send them the response, whether it was written, through an audio, through a video, and then they would give you feedback. So that was the point of the website. It was for whether you were a beginner, intermediate, or professional reader. You could do almost like practice. Like you could use that website, that platform for practice, you know, to challenge yourself and to see where you are, you know, psychically. it didn't waste no time. Didn't waste no time. Like the amount of feedback that I got immediately was like almost overwhelming. It was almost because these are complete strangers. I had never done this before. Never done this before. And for that type of validation to come through, I'm like, okay, this has to be in alignment with my path. There's no way. I don't know these people from a can of paint and they're raving about how on point I was. And this was like way back when. Like, I probably only had one fucking tarot deck, which was the original one. That's all that I was using. And just the reviews is crazy. I'm like, how would I know that? I don't know. But it's a blessing. I love that I can help people in that way. It's really a beautiful thing when you look at it, you know, with introspection. Like it's a beautiful thing. It's just I have no control over what people do with that information. You know, and I think for a long time in my career doing this, I was taking it personally. Like I would take it so personal if I was to invest so much time pouring into somebody and giving them instructions on how to heal a certain area of their life and then they do nothing about it. And then they come back to me for another reading and we're reading about the same shit because you did nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like, don't cry wolf. If I'm helping you and you say you come to me, you like, I need help in this specific area of my life. I want you to teach me. I want you to mentor me. I want you to give me step-by-step instructions. And I invest time in you, into you. I hope to receive that in return, not something that you can give me physically, but actually seeing the results of the work that I told you to do. Like you coming back and saying, these are the things that I have improved in my life. You know, like that's a reward to me. That's the reciprocation for me. So, and that's why people charge for readings. That's why people charge for their time and energy. Because, you know, I could lead you to the damn water, but that don't mean you gonna damn it drink it. Okay? So, and if there's anything that I'm telling you or that I'm teaching you is straight from the divine, or either I have experienced this firsthand myself and have somehow gotten through that shit and I'm telling you exactly how to do it yourself. You know? Hi, country love. How you doing? I'm just on here ranting a little bit. So, I'm working on not taking it personally, in a nutshell. And that's for like all areas of my life. Like, I feel like the past 2 years, that has been the focus. Like, don't take anything personally. I'm good. I'm drinking an infused cocktail with some cranberry juice and some pineapple and some peach sparkling water. It's so good and it's almost gone and I'm feeling it kick in. But that was the point, right? That was the point. We want to wind down and relax. Because I do feel like my mind has just been on a lot this past week. My mind has been on a lot. So I've been trying to like ground and center myself. Like I took time to color in my adult coloring book. I have an adult coloring book. I showed y'all live before. It's not what it sounds like. I told somebody else I had an adult coloring book and they thought it was literally like sex pictures that I was coloring. No, it's actually a self-care book you made for women. And there's images of women indulging in self-care, putting themselves first. There's affirmations in it, you know, so I just took the time to just sit and dive into that, you know, and disconnect from everything. That's why I wear these headphones too. It don't be nothing playing in these headphones. It's not connected to the phone, but it helps me with my clairaudience. I don't know if it's just a psychological thing, but it does. When I have them on, it feels like I drown out the noise a lot easier. Because this is an all day thing for me. This is not just when I get on live or when I'm doing readings for y'all. I am like this in my real waking life, in my personal life, which is why I told y'all before, when I used to work in that office, I would pick up on energies and thoughts and feelings of everybody around me, you know? And imagine hearing that shit. Like, so since I've gotten these headphones, it's helped me so much. Like, I can hear myself think now. Yes, I love a good fruity drink, but not too sweet. Like, if I'm out and I have an alcoholic drink, I don't like my drinks to be sweet. That's when I get nauseous. So I want to be able to taste my liquor. But this is not liquor. This is an infused cocktail. They're like really popular right now. They're really, really popular. I guess it's a good substitute for people who are not drinkers, but they might, like, I don't even know if I could say it on here. They might like Mary Jane products. Yes. I'm so happy to be out of there, yo. So happy to be out of there. And it's like the older I get, the stronger it gets. Selective hearing, right? I do that to people all the time. All the time. I'll put these motherfuckers on just so people think that I can't hear them. The whole time I be tuned in, and then my spirit guides are constantly talking to me throughout the day through other people's synchronicities and stuff like that. So it be times I be jamming, they be like, pause music real quick, and I'd be like listening. But it'd be something in that person's conversation that I needed to hear, that was a message for me from them. Like, this is real life. This is real life, y'all. And I just be steady cackling. I be cackling at work, yo. It's my spirit guides are hilarious. Like, I would love to just meet y'all, like, personally, like face to face, like almost as if human being to human being. I would love to just like meet y'all on that type of level. I've met them in my dreams, but I've come across other mediums and stuff who can actually see, like, as if a physical person is in front of them, see their spirit guides and talk to them. That, I don't know if it would freak me out. It would initially, it would freak me out probably. But right now, I tell them, just keep it up here. Just keep it in that little window that y'all be using. Keep it there. Okay? Because if I see somebody in this motherfucking living room, I'm gonna flip the fuck out. I'm gonna flip the fuck out, okay? Lord. I remember I said a prayer one time. I was like, look, we don't need all that, okay? I can hear y'all, I can feel y'all, and I can see y'all in my third eye. I don't need the extra. I don't need the razzle dazzle. I don't need the sprinkle. Because I have some family members that they can see them physically, like as if they were a fleshly being standing in front of them. They can see them. Me, I was like, we get over here. Yes, no physical presence. I'm okay with that. But I got a feeling that just because I said no, they're going to do it to me anyway. They're going to do it to me anyway. So right now, the way that I see them, I will see them through like inanimate objects. So like I could be looking at the fridge and I might see like a face in the fridge or some shit. Or I remember it was one night, because the way that my room is set up, if I have my bedroom door, the other bedroom door open, I can see straight through my closet to the bathroom. And I was just laying in the bed one time, and I just happened to look, and it was a man looking back at me, but it was in the form of my towel rack in the bathroom. And I said, you know, I ain't got time for this shit. I turned over. I said, not tonight. Not tonight. So that's how they come to me. I didn't see my great grandmother and some more shit. Like, she passed away a few years ago. But I have damn sure seen her face in different objects and things like that. But I know that this is being triggered from a past life, because I've had several dreams of me having the same gift. And what would happen is, if I focused on it long enough, it would turn into a physical presence. So I just don't focus on shit long enough. If I see it, I'd be like, nope, I ain't got time for this shit. I'm going the other way. I just feel like, nope, you ain't about to transform in front of me. Fuck that. Okay. Child. And I just be wondering, like, is it that they are taking heed to my requests that I don't want to see them? Or is it that I can see them physically, but that part of my gift is still dormant because of maybe like a trauma or something that's blocking it? But I just know each year that I get older, the stronger it gets. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of freaking spirits. I've been seeing a lot of orbs. I've been seeing a lot of shadows. You know, like feeling people. Like, and Layla has been talking to people. I just be like, she just be having a full blown conversation, fingers and everything. I'm like, who you talking to? Oh gosh. No, I wasn't scared. I think I was more, what was the word that I could use? It was just like a lot of disbelief, especially in the beginning. Like, I always knew, because I have had certain gifts since I was a child. But it was when other people got involved. Like, it was when people started asking me for help, asking me to use my gifts. That's when it became a whole nother story. Because, like, you can easily just dismiss some shit that you done saw or seen or whatever, but it's a different story. You can't dismiss that shit when people are validating it, you know? It almost feels like you then become responsible to show up in that way now, because you've been spotted. Like, people see you now. People see you. You can't hide it now. So I had to get past that part. Like, I had to build up the courage to be open about it, you know? So if I had to say, it wasn't so much a fear of tapping into my gift, it was the fear of exposing it to other people, to the world, on social media and stuff like that. And I'm still like on edge about it, because I know I could expand to other platforms, but I call myself like a humble reader. Like, I don't really want all of the attention. If you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm not seeking it. I just like helping people. Yeah. Yeah. It sounds similar to my mom. Because, like, we've had talks about it, because it's definitely something that runs in the family. And, I don't like that it's treated as if it's such a taboo thing, but it is something that It's very common. I just think there are people, like you said, like run from it. They're in denial about it. They're scared of it. You know, they just don't talk about it. You know, but in my family, it's talked about. It's talked about. It's just there are individuals, too many individuals who have used it as like a form of a business or as a service to people. So, so I would say I'm like one of the very, very few who have turned it into a service. You said, let your light shine. Thank you, country love. It's a work in progress. I'm just real comfortable over here on my YouTube. I love YouTube. I love YouTube. This is my little cozy corner of the world. Y'all see, I did TikTok for one night only. That was it. That was it, and I was so uncomfortable on TikTok. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna keep going live on my YouTube because this is home for me. Like YouTube is home for me. And then on TikTok, I might put like my inspirational messages, my motivational messages, and things like that up there. Okay, that's good. I'm glad you did talk to her. And yes, one step at a time. That's what I need. Because I be getting ahead of myself and I be jumping into shit. And then I gotta back out slowly because I set my expectations so freaking high. I don't know if it's not negative feedback. I don't care about that shit. Um, it's more of just being seen. I think there's like a wound around that I'm working through. Like being seen, even though I'm already doing it. That's the weird thing. That's why I'm like, it gotta be something deeply subconscious for me, probably stemming from my childhood that we haven't gotten to yet in that curriculum. In the shadow work curriculum, we haven't touched base on it just yet. So yes, things do take time. But man, the day that I have that ego death, oh y'all motherfuckers better watch the fuck out. Y'all better watch the fuck out. Y'all better hold on motherfucking tight, okay? Then you gonna see me here, and then before you fucking know it, I'm gonna be up here, okay? And it's gonna be motherfucking celebrities booking me. You're gonna see me on motherfucking TV one day. You hear that train? You hear that train? That's why I'm like, in due time. In due time. Ain't no rush. Right now, we chilling. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm like, it's gonna happen eventually. He said there would be signs. Run. Ooh. See, I ain't got time for this. Not, nope, nope. Not now, ma'am. Not now. Love you lots, but not now. Child. See? I almost called you my old best friend's name who passed away. She's been coming up a lot lately. Like her energy has been showing up a lot. And I've been ignoring it. So that was a moment just now. I don't know what you want to talk about, but I don't think I want to talk about it yet. Or yeah, okay, yet. I don't want to talk about it yet. Right. When you see my acres and a mule, don't ask no questions. Because you wasn't with me in the field. You wasn't with me in the field. So don't ask me no questions. When God bless me, don't ask me no questions. We got 11:11. You know how you have individuals that are comfortable seeing you at a certain level in life, and then you be coochie crunch with them, and it be hee hee ha ha and all of that, and then as soon as you elevate a little bit past them, you see motherfuckers switch up. It be your own people too. It be your own people, and we ain't even there yet. We ain't even crossed that bridge yet, but I just feel it. I just feel it. Monet, what you talking about? Oh, oh. I don't feel like talking right now. That's still kind of touchy for me. It's still kind of touchy for me. Her passing is still just a little touchy for me. Because I just feel like it just don't make sense. Like, her passing just don't make sense to me. And you know what? I found myself watching my old videos. I used to do these readings called Hidden in Plain Sight. And I used to pick up on unsolved crimes, missing children, domestic violence cases, and things like that. I picked up on I did a couple readings on some, I did like the Kanika Jenkins case. Yeah. It'd be unfortunate because, in your mind, as you're building to that success, you're thinking of bringing these people with you. Like, you have these individuals on your heart when you're in the midst of building such a strong foundation like that ain't for yourself. It's really for your family. Really, it's really for your community. Like, when I think of having a big ass house on the hill, it's because I want to host certain events and I want to invite my family over. When I'm envisioning myself with this big ass house, I'm not envisioning myself in that motherfucker by myself. No, I wouldn't be working so damn hard if that was the case. I'd be fine with my little, give me a nice little penthouse apartment or something, looking over a nice sunset or some water. I'm fine. So that'd be the unfortunate part, that you have to leave certain motherfuckers behind. I really like this deck. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It said who passed with her dad and stepmom. How did that happen? And I'm like really into stuff like that too. Like, on my downtime, I just somehow find myself watching these little crime shows on YouTube, where they pretty much run through like the events and stuff leading up to like the murder happening, and they do the screening for the people who did the crime and shit. Like, I like stuff like that. You said they hiring for them? Really? Because I was Googling it earlier today. I was literally Googling psychic detective, and I didn't see anything. Like, literally Google was like, there's no job title for that. I said, what? You said FBI forensic? Let me see. So it was the dad and the baby that died, not the mom? What she do? Set off some monoxide or some shit in the damn house. Oh yeah, I remember that. He came up in one of your readings. I remember that. Oh, they didn't say from what. Was it asphyxiation? Because that's a little too old to have SIDS. That's a little too old. Blunt force trauma from a fall. You sent it to my email, Jasmine? That's crazy. Hold on, let me see. You said, oh, that's so, oh, fuck that. We a bad bitch. I was about to say, that is so intimidating. Applying for the fucking FBI. That's interesting. I might put that on my to-do list to look into that case. Maybe I add it to my portfolio. It's a lot of cases that I've solved that was never put on record. A couple of them, I don't think I could speak on it on here. Never mind. Never mind. We'll talk about it another time. I don't think I could speak on it, but I'm just saying I'm really good with that, like solving cases and stuff like that. It was a point in time in my journey where there were a lot of kids coming to me, like the spirits of kids who have been abducted, died, even like many, many years ago. Like I would get visits from children. And I would just submit to like these anonymous tip websites. But of course, you don't hear back from them. You don't know if your tip was actually legit or not. You said Jariah Smith. I had a best friend in elementary school named Jariah. Yeah. In a past life, that's what I did. Seriously, in a past life. Because they do past life regressions with me all the time. In a past life, I was a psychic detective, and I worked with children specifically. And my husband in that past life happened to be a law official, like he was a cop. And we worked together. So, like, I would help him solve his cases. And we would go and find these children that were taken. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a dream I had where we found all of these little girls under a floor. Like, there was a secret passageway under like the floor. It was like wood floors, but you could move the panels out the way, and it would be like a secret, like underground passageway where these little girls were. And in the dream, me and my husband, we found them, and then reported it. Of course, the police and stuff came. Don't it sound like I'm like telling y'all like something that actually happened? Because it did. It was in a past life. And basically, in the dream, he ended up getting in trouble with his chief because, of course, we went in outside of the investigation to get the help to help the kids. Shit. Yeah, so I don't know if maybe that part of the gift is something that I'm picking up on from a past life, or if it's something that I'm supposed to commit to this lifetime. But I know that I have a deep, deep passion for children. Like, that will get me out my seat, okay? That will get me out my seat. Don't tell me about no child being abused, or mistreated. That, oof, you see a whole another side of me. I don't play about kids. I just do not. I do not, yo. Even talking about it, like, I feel like emotions behind my eyes. I just don't like seeing kids get abused, and I can't take it. So I'm like, that comes from something in me. That comes from something in me. When I went through my spiritual awakening, that was the first thing that came to me. Children, the very day that I experienced a physical awakening, I just remember crying. And I was crying because I was like, imagine all of the kids out there who are suffering from mental disorders, who can't express themselves, You see how I just said that? So there's something with kids. I said that maybe I would get into behavioral health for children. Like, if I was to take the more practical approach and blend in, with mankind, I would probably be like a social worker or something to do with working, like case management, things like that. I'd probably be working for fucking DIFUS or something. But I want to be the motherfuckers going in there, busting through the damn house, okay, to get the kids. Like, I would want to do that. I don't know. We'll see. It's all coming together. I'll understand the bigger picture hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. I feel like I'm on the verge of understanding what I'm supposed to do with this gift, though. Like, I've never felt like YouTube was just it. There goes the train. I've always felt like, girl, you're supposed to be doing something else with this. So that's what I've been trying to figure out for years now. I even thought about starting like a business consulting thing, because I'm really good with that too, helping people build their businesses. Very much like a creative visionary. I could look at something and just tell you exactly what to do to make it better. I think it was confirmation. You said the bridge. YouTube is the bridge. Well, how do I get my foot in the door then? How do I get my foot in the door? Because, dealing with kids, that's a sensitive thing, You said partner with a PI. I've always wondered if my neighbor was one. Yeah. I've always wondered if my neighbor was a PI or something. So what's crazy is there's, I don't know if it's a group of them or just one, but there's a forensic cop that works for the FBI that actually lives in my building. Like, I see, when I would go to work every morning, I would see him pulling out in the FBI van to leave as well. And then my other neighbor, every place I've moved, I've been next to a train. Every place I've moved, I've been next to a train. It doesn't matter what state I'm in, I've always been next to a train. So to me, the train is indication that I'm on the right path and this is where I should be. If at any point I move somewhere and I don't hear a fucking train at some point, then I probably shouldn't be there. That's just how I see it now. You said coyotes? Oh, hell no. Hell no. But this is why I think he might be in like he might do some type of security clearance or something. He drives this blacked out. I'm not good with cars. I don't even know what the fuck is it. What is it? Is it a Mustang? It's one of those like cars that sit low to the ground. They look like Chargers, but it's not a Charger. It looks like one, but it's not. It's like one of those old school Charger looking cars. Once I figure it out, I'll let y'all know on the community board. But it's blacked out. Like you can't see nothing through that person's window. The wheels, everything from the top of the car to the bottom of the car to the front to the back is blacked out. It's not a Challenger either. It's not a Challenger either. Let me look up some models. Maybe, hold on. Challenger. Wait. Is it a Challenger? Maybe. I told you I'm not good with cars. It might be a Dodge Challenger. And if it's not, it looks like one. It looks like one. But yeah, and then he always dresses in all fucking black. Like, it's like black is everything with him, you know? And he has like this like real suave type of walk. He always has a backpack with him. And every time he come out to the parking garage to get in his car, he always nod to the FBI guy that comes out with the van. He be like, what's up? Be like, y'all work together? Are you a cop? It was one because we come from, yeah, like real Rico Suave type of vibe to him. And in my opinion, like he definitely wouldn't be my first pick, but he has the confidence. So one morning, you said a sniper? But one morning, I was coming out with Layla, right? And he lives on the other end of my building, but we all go out through the same door to get to the parking garage. So he's coming down the hallway, and I'm coming through another door, and there's a glass door. When you get to the end of my hallway, because I'm on the other side of the building, you have to go through a glass door and then go through another door to get to the garage. It's like 3 doors you got to go through to get to the parking garage. So he's seeing me pull this fucking stroller and all these goddamn bags and Layla ass through the fucking glass door. I feel like I always look like a scattered mess when I'm trying to like be on my mommy shit and do all this shit. I be carrying all this extra shit for no reason, yo, because I don't want to make multiple trips. So that's how it was going to work, like in the morning and coming back. I'm always looking like a fucking bag lady. So he's seeing me struggle to come through this damn door, and he's walking suave with his damn backpack. And he's like, not us both running late this morning. And I said, I'm always late. Shit, don't you see why? Matter of fact, do you want to fucking help me? Shit. Like, dude, that was your opportunity. You didn't hold a door or nothing. No, he was running late. As many times as we done seen each other, that's the first time you speak to me. And like you ain't take a full advantage of that moment. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I think that my neighbor might be working for the FBI or something. I think the FBI guy works on like the fourth floor, the very top floor. Right. But I have been in a lot of situations where it just be like perfect setup, perfect timing. My guides be coming through. They be setting me up to get the help that I need when it comes to like dealing with Layla and all this extra stuff that I be carrying. When I tell you, I use her stroller for everything. I be carrying my packages, my groceries, everything on her stroller. And for some reason, I just be thinking I'm Superwoman and be going through the fucking struggle. And they know that. They know that I'm hard headed. They know that I'm Miss fucking Independent. So they be sending people to help me. And I'm so grateful I do. Like, it be somebody right there, the perfect time to open a door for me, the perfect time to help me with my bags, you know, the perfect time to carry a box or something. Like, I had a neighbor. There were two girls coming out. And one of them was like, "Oh my gosh, do you need help? I can hold the door for you if you want me to." And I said, yes, because I've been working on that, right? Since I've lived in this place, well, since I've had a child, I've had to learn how to accept help. So I still hesitate slightly before I accept it. So I was like, yes, I do need help. Yes, I do need help. Thank you. So this girl literally pushed the whole stroller to my front door because I had Layla in my arms too. So I'm trying to push a stroller. I'm holding Layla, and the stroller got all these groceries and bags and shit on it. So it's heavy as fuck. I gotta go through 3 different doors and then a long ass hallway just to get to my place. So that was very nice and considerate of her. She pushed me all the way to my front door. And I was like, that must be God. God must have sent her to help me. Okay. I've come across so many situations like that. I keep running into this white dude too. He's handsome and he has a dog. And he wears glasses and he dresses very like retro, like white boy 80s retro type of vibe. Even the car he drives, you can tell it's like that was intentional. Like he wanted a retro type style car. You know what I'm saying? Like he's one of those type of people. But there's a significance there. I don't know what it is just yet, but I'm gonna find out. Just like I met this girl down the hall. She's also on the other side of the building. And I just got a feeling that we might end up being really good friends one day. I don't know why. It typically happens that way. Like the good friends that I meet, I always know they're gonna be my friend before they become my friend. Like I always know, okay, we're gonna be best fucking friends. You just don't know it yet. And it usually happens that way. It's like a soul recognition, you know? It's like, you know, at least I be knowing. I be knowing. I be like, okay, that person is gonna be a significant part of my journey. Clearly. Shit. Who? The white boy or the sniper? He called me a strong woman. The first time I ever ran into him, the white boy, he called me a strong woman. Because again, I was trying to be fucking superwoman and he had to open the door for me. I had so much shit. That was the night I went crazy in Ross. I think I went to, no, it was TJ Maxx. I went crazy in TJ Maxx and I got all these motherfucking pillows and decor and shit for in here. And I wasn't making multiple stops. Nah. Nah. Maybe just a good friend. You know? It's okay to have friends of the opposite sex. I think it's actually kind of healthy. So next time I run into him, I might ask him what his name is. Because it's been several times now. But I would say so far, I've been here almost a full year. I just renewed my lease. but it hasn't been a full year yet. But I like my neighbors. They're very nice people. I live around a lot of like Asians, Caucasians. I live right very close to a well-known college that's attached to a hospital. So I live around a lot of doctors and nurses. Very nice people. You gotta get Sniper's name too. Yeah. He said greeting them by their name. Yeah. I'm working on Homegirl. I keep forgetting her name. No, her name is Naya. Naya. That's her name. I'm me writing it down, girl. Bring it all in one trip. Oh my gosh. Be looking crazy as hell. It's time to start being a little softer. Being a little softer. At least half pretend you're a damsel. Shit. Yes, I do. I do. Anybody that leaves a lasting impression on me, just know you're gonna have a nickname. In my book, you're gonna have a nickname. And it's gonna be associated to whatever impression you left on me, okay? Oh gosh. It was something I was doing. Oh, I was looking up the forensic jobs. What do I even search for? What do I search for that? For the FBI hiring. Oh, wow. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, it says a forensic psychic medium is a person who uses their claimed psychic abilities to assist in criminal investigations, particularly in cases involving missing persons, cold cases, and unsolved crimes. Didn't I just fucking say that? They may work with law enforcement agencies or directly with families to gather information through what they perceive as communication with spirits or access to information beyond normal perception. Psychometry, holding objects connected to the case to access information. Psychometry. Scientists on skeptics. So if y'all skeptics, why y'all keep hiring them? Okay, have shown that law enforcement officers have found that using psychics provided them with otherwise unknown information. It's crucial to verify the information provided by a psychic with other evidence in investigations. Okay. Ethically, it's important to be aware of potential for psychic mediums to offer false information or mislead investigators. I don't even see somebody playing with people's lives like that, for real. I don't see why somebody would do that. Purposely, like, put the spotlight on them to give a false reading for the FBI. Who? Just mind my business. And then the little saying up there said something you should consider. me alone. Hold on, y'all. I gotta use the bathroom. I've been holding it for a minute. Oops, oops, oops. Oh, what the hell? I think I accidentally uploaded a short. Hi, Pearl Whisperer. I had to get comfortable, y'all. Whew. That was a good little bathroom break. That was a good. That was a good pee. You had a good pee. You just be like, ooh. It was one of those. This little drinky drink ran straight through me. I know I can't. I tried to come back to the live, and now there's this little toolbar on the side of the live, and I didn't know that you can upload a short from the live. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up here, because I didn't know that was a thing. But how do they know what I want in the short? Do they cut it up themselves? So it's listed as unlisted. But what is it exactly? I don't know. But that'd be kind of cool. That would save me a lot of time. Because if I want to do a short, I have to sit and rewatch the live or the video that I want to, extract from. And Then I have to screen record that specific part of the video, and then I have to go and edit it and cut out the parts that I don't want in the short to put it within the time frame that I can. So a short you can only have up to, I think, a minute, I believe, 60 seconds. So if they could do all of that for me and I could just take a snippet from my lives and upload it, what, I have a blast. I have a blast. And you know what's crazy? I deleted my, why is this one private? I deleted my old TikTok. Where I was uploading all of my little motivational talks and stuff like that from snippets of the videos that I've done. And those videos used to get thousands of views. I remember one of them got up to about 40,000 after like 24 hours of me posting, like within that time. I was like, whoa, wasn't expecting that. Because over here on my little cozy abode on YouTube, get a couple views here and there off the shorts, but not like that. TikTok went crazy. But I actually ended up deleting that one because I was going through some shit, okay? And I was ready to like just dead this whole journey. I deleted my TikTok, just going through a moment. And then when I came out of my moment, I was like, no, why did I do that? So I gotta start over. I gotta start a brand new TikTok. And like I said, I think I'm just gonna use TikTok to do my speaking messages, my motivational messages and stuff like that. Eventually I wanna get into doing a mentorship program because I genuinely love like working with people one-on-one. So that might be where I build upon that, you know, to help to get people to trust me. And then I'll, you know, bring whatever TikTok traffic to my YouTube channel because I probably won't be doing any readings on my TikTok. I think I've come to that conclusion in this very moment. We'll get it together. Oh my gosh. See, YouTube will put stuff on your timeline based off of what you watched in the past. So past couple days I've been watching nothing but these little crime YouTube channels, or they be talking about these crazy situations. And so now that's all this shit that's popping up now. The ones that be pissing me off though are the videos where the cops have to come in and arrest a mother who's neglecting a child. I was watching one other day and this lady left her daughter in the car by herself, locked windows, everything up, and she went in the fucking gym. She went to the gym for 2 hours and some change. She was in there for 2 hours and left her kid in the fucking car. And then the police was called because, you know, a pedestrian saw like it's a kid in the car, like unattended. And they go in and they looking for the girl in the gym and shit. And the girl is in there taking a shower after she had a full-blown workout and some more shit, taking a shower, strolling her ass out the damn locker room. And they're like, do you want to go to jail? Do you want to go to jail today? Why is your daughter in the back of the car? How long have you been in the gym? And she's like, oh, I've just been in there for about 15 minutes, like 10 to 15 minutes. Like, it was just real quick. She was asleep. So I decided to run in there. I work out every day, and I just went in there. It was just a quick 15. And she was like, 10, 15 minutes? You worked out for 10, 15 minutes? And she's like, maybe about 15, 20, 25 max. You know, it wasn't much. And, you know, I just worked out, and then I went and I took a shower, and then I came back out. So they go and they check with the people at the front, and they like, homegirl been here for 2 hours. And she never left. So now they got her, right? They got her. They still asking her questions and shit. She bringing up all this irrelevant ass shit about how her tire blew out and She's trying to explain to the cops why they ended up in front of the gym in the first place. So I guess the story that she gave them was that her tires blew out, and she had to wait for like AAA or somebody to come fix the tires or some shit. She had to get the tires replaced, and there was a tire shop across the street from the gym. So this is why the car has been parked here. The little girl fell asleep, and while she was asleep, she went in the gym for 15 minutes. Lady, this has nothing, your tires blowing out has nothing to do with the fact that you left your child in the back of the fucking car. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she's just dancing around the whole story. At this point, the cops is like, you know, there in front of the girl. The little girl is like scared and crying because she don't know what the fuck is going on. You know? And it gets to a point where she's like so deep off into her lies, she won't admit the truth, even though they're telling her, like, we have you on record. You were in that gym too long. Too long. And the thing is, this was a good. What the hell? Did Layla spit on me? What the hell? When did this happen? Is that throw up? Oh, no, no, no. No, it's not. So I wore a, yeah, I be cracking myself up. I had on my face mask. You say you thought it was a frog. Why would I have why would I have a damn frog just casually sitting on my damn arm while I'm telling y'all this story? But I had on my remember the turmeric mask. Remember the turmeric mask I was telling you about? It's like a jelly mask. It's a pilling mask. So I guess I was sleeping on my arm last night and it got on my arm. I'm looking down. I'm looking at the camera. I'm like, what the hell is that? She left 2 kids in a car. She went in. What? That is crazy. But yeah, the little girl had to see her mom get detained. And now she has to live with that. She has to live with that now. And then the officer was going to let her go. He was going to let her go off on a warning. Because she kept saying, oh, this has never happened before. I swear to you, I swear to God, this has never happened before. I just went in the gym really, really quick. She was asleep. She's fine. And the officer's like, clearly, you're not listening to anything that we're saying. But she wouldn't admit to it. If she had admitted to it, then I'm pretty sure they would have let her go. But because, you know, she wanted to continue this little rant of a lie, they had to lock her up. I guess this one didn't have daycare. I don't know. But I was just like, yo, that is so ignorant. Hi, Bria. Yes, girl. I have a whole child now. I know it's been a minute since I've seen you on here. But, you said, when was this? So y'all remember those readings back in the day where I was telling somebody's getting pregnant? It was me. It was me. She's 1. She just turned 1 in April. I was so dead set on that shit too. I used to be up here cackling, laughing at y'all. Probably not even like a year later. It was me. I was the victim. That is crazy. I'm trying to understand why people keep saying that. When I got pregnant, I was doing YouTube videos up until When did I stop? I think I stopped in December. Was it? No. But even then, I got back on. I got back on here. When was that? Child. I know it ain't been 2 years. I'm going to just say that. Is that next? I'll take it if it's next. Am I getting married? I've been seeing a lot of signs about that too. Am I getting married? Oh, for real. Like I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. For a long time, I thought YouTube was hiding me. For real. I thought YouTube was hiding me. You said February. Yes, I was getting on back then. Oh, okay. Kaliyyah, you're in front of a freaking computer screen. Just look. Okay. So let me give y'all a timeline. Because that's not the first person that said 2 years ago. So I was doing these zodiac signs. It was because the shit happened so fast, okay? It's the shit just happened fast. A lot happened in 1 year. I love being a mom. It definitely did come to me as a shock. It was a shock. Like, it was. I will never forget that day. It was a shock. I was just going in for a regular freaking annual exam, and she came back and said, "Yep, you're pregnant." Yep, you're pregnant. And I said, "What?" Because she said it so quick out her mouth, and she went on to give me instructions on the follow through and shit. And I'm like, wait a minute, can you back that up? She said, yeah, you're pregnant. You're about 5 weeks. I said, 5? And she says, you weren't expecting this, were you? I said, no. My life is flashing before my eyes right now. Literally, like we still doing the exam and everything. She'd pushed me back, my knees up, and I'm just sitting here, as bright as light is on my face, and I'm just like, what the fuck? In the movies where the person is drowning out everything and everyone around them, and you can hear the muffled sound of their voice until that person comes back into focus. That's what it was like in that moment. She was just talking and doing her little thing, whatever. She done stuck the little prongs and shit up in me and everything. And I'm like, I didn't hear nothing she said. I didn't hear nothing she said. And then, it was like a clinic. So it wasn't somewhere where I would come to do my regular visits or whatever. I think I had just moved back to Jersey around that time. I was in Jersey for a few months, but I didn't have like a OB to go to, so I just found something off the ZocDoc, and yeah, so I actually had to go and find a provider and all of that. Oh man, she left that room. I just looked at myself in the mirror and was just in shock. And it didn't really sink in until like I got in my car to drive, and then suddenly like this entire part of my head got really hot and tight and just started hurting, and I started to have a fucking panic attack, and I had to pull over, and my spirit guides are in my ear like, it's okay, you're gonna be fine, Oh my gosh. I had a massive headache. It just rushed in. I don't know if that was stress or, the panic attack, but I was like, what the fuck am I gonna That was like the biggest tower moment of my life. Oh my gosh. And I found out on her father's birthday. That's the crazy part. I found out on his birthday. So when I'm calling him, telling him like, yo, I'm pregnant, he's at a party. He's at a birthday party or some shit. Like he's probably all fucked up and some more shit. I'm just like, wow. So that would quite literally probably be a day that I'll never fucking forget. Child, we was both scared. We was both scared. But hey, I'm so happy things played out the way that it did. Like I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love that little girl with my whole being, like my whole fucking existence. Like, you said the labor story? Oh Lord. Um, so I actually ended up going full term to the point where they had to schedule an induction for me. Now, mind you, I'm a naturalist and shit. I don't like the doctors. I don't really like medication. I just vowed to myself that I was going to have a natural birth. All of this unrealistic shit, right? So I told her I didn't want to have an induction. So they were holding out. And they're like, okay, at this point, we want to make sure you and the baby are safe. You guys are good. Because now I was going through a lot of swelling, right? I was getting a lot of swelling in my limbs. I was very, very puffy towards the end of my pregnancy. Like, it would hurt to stand on my feet. Like, I was so swollen. So they were like, okay, now we need to go ahead and induce you. So I get to the hospital. They had to put a balloon in me because I wasn't dilated enough. Like, I went to that visit when she said you're getting induced. I went to that visit and I was 1 centimeter. And it had been another 2 weeks and nothing changed. I was still 1 centimeter. So they had to put a balloon in me, and then they also had to give me, what's that shit called? It starts with a P. Is it? It's not prolactin. I don't think that's what it's called. But whatever, it's supposed to soften your cervix, and help you to dilate more or whatever. So they were giving me that. I was in labor for about 28 hours, right? And I didn't get an epidural until I was like 8.5 centimeters. At that point, I was like, fuck this shit. Fuck this. Okay, I'm proud of myself. I made it to 8 centimeters. That's enough, girl. Like, you don't gotta, who are you trying to prove this to? So, you don't got nothing to prove. Get that fucking epidural, okay, and lay down. So at that point, I was like, yeah, give me this epidural because I think I still have videos, but every time I was having a contraction, like my entire body would shake aggressively. Aggressively. And it was so painful. And she was so stubborn. A bull, Taurus, bullheaded. She wouldn't move. She wouldn't come down. Nothing. They gave me, Pitocin. They gave me the max amount of Pitocin. So they're supposed to give it to you in 2s, right? So the lowest level would be a 2, the highest would be 20. I was at a max. Of 20, and she still was not in position to come down. So that's why I was in labor for so fucking long. It was long. And then I actually only ended up pushing for an hour. When it came time to actually push, I only pushed for an hour, which I didn't know was a great thing. Like, they were commending me. Like, you did awesome. And I'm like, I don't feel fucking awesome right now, but thanks. Yeah. No, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep through that. I did have a lot of support there. I had a lot of family in the room and shit, except for when it came time to push, all the guys got out. I had 2 of my family members were holding my legs back while I pushed, my sister being one of them. I will never forget that. That was so sweet. And I was just so emotional. I was so emotional. But you know, I make a joke out of every fucking thing. It's like a defense mechanism for me. Um, when I'm nervous and anxious or whatever, whatever. When I'm in pain, like I laugh. So they're like, okay, it's time. And I'm like, you're joking, right? And no, they weren't joking. She just pressed that fucking button. I just started going back. I said, wait. I'm not ready. I'm not fucking ready. Man, and then before you know it, we was pushing. We was pushing. And I was crying because, you know, I can't feel nothing from the waist down. So I'm doing all this pushing, pushing, pushing. And I'm like, she's not out yet? Like, what is going on? Am I doing something wrong? So I started crying because I was like, I don't know if I can do this. And they're like, no, you got this, Kaliyyah. You're doing such a good job. Keep going, keep going, keep going. I had a whole cheer squad in there for me. It was a lot of nurses, and they were so cool. They were so freaking cool, yo. I had a great team of people around me, and that was what I prayed for. I was like, God, you know how I am. You know how I am. I don't even need to say anything further. Please make sure it's some good people around me when my child comes into this world. So, yep. The doctor that was supposed to be delivering, he didn't actually come in until after I pushed her out. He popped his head in, had a conversation with me or whatever, and then he came back when she was out, and he basically did the cleanup and pulled the placenta out and shit. But that shit was crazy. And Layla came out mugging. Like, why y'all take me out my comfort zone? Like, what you? I wasn't ready. You said what race was he? He was a white man. He said he delivered 3,000 babies. Mm-hmm. I'm like, God, you know how I am. I had a whole birth plan and some more shit that stayed in the fucking bag, okay? Until it came time for them to do her evaluations, I wasn't playing about that. I was not playing about that, okay? I, like, they was basically calling me fucking superwoman. I was up and walking within an hour of giving birth. Like, I was already up, moving around, walking. They had to move me to a smaller room. Yeah, you can customize your birth plan, you know, and these are the things that you will accept and will not accept. What type of shots they're gonna give your baby and shit like that, type of exams. Um, Certain incentives, like if you want like music in the room, if you want like a religious preacher or something in the room, you want to bless the room and shit, like you can do different different shit. um but mine was tailored more to like the baby's care. Like I wanted, when she came out, if they had to do any test or anything, like they would do that on my chest. I didn't want my child to be taken from me. You know, I didn't want my child to be taken from me. So that was a big thing on my birth plan. um so once they transferred me to another room, I had a new set of nurses and everything. And the nurse came and was like, we have to take your baby to the NICU. The doctor wants to see your baby. And I'm like, why the doctor can't come to me? And she's like, because we don't have the proper lights in the table that he's going to use to evaluate her. We have to take her to the NICU. And I'm like, well, I can't come. And it's like, we don't have an area where the parents can look and watch, you know, and we really don't allow the parents to be in that space. That didn't sit well with me. It didn't sit well with me. So when she wheeled her out of there, I couldn't sit still. Like I could not be with my baby. So I got a booty out and everything, in a skimpy ass gown, walking down the damn hallway looking for my child. I was like, did you see this lady with a baby? They were like, yeah, she went that way. She went to the NICU or whatever. And I said, because it was in my birth plan that anything that they did to do with the baby, that it would be done in my sight or either on my body. And they were two black girls. They was like, girl, I don't blame you. Like, you go get your baby. Go get your baby. You have every right to be concerned. So as I'm walking down the hallway to go get her, they're on their way back. So From that point, I told her, I said, please don't take my child out this room. If there's anything that y'all need to do it in front of me. Just period. And from that point, they did. They did. You said make the pain worse. Because I don't trust that shit. Not much weird shit going on in this fucking world right now. Absolutely not. It was the worst part of it all for me. They had to come and take her blood. They do the fingerprints, and then they have to send a certain amount of blood off to the government or some shit. This nurse came in there, and I liked her. I liked all my nurses, but at the time, you know, I'm on defense. I'm a new mom. You know, I got all these hormones pumping through me. I'm paranoid. So the slightest thing is like sending me over the edge. So she comes in there and she's like, okay, we have to stick her foot. So she takes like a little needle and pricks her foot. And there's this paper that she has to fill up with blood. There's 5 circles that she has to fill with blood from my baby's foot. And she's like pricking her, and she's squeezing her little foot to squeeze the blood out to fill up each and every fucking hole. And they weren't small holes. And I'm just like having to watch. Now, Layla wasn't hurt, of course, but it hurt me watching her go through that. And then she did it wrong. She had to come back and do it again in the other foot. So that transition in the hospital was a bit much for me. It was a bit much for me. Seeing her under all of damn lights, and they keep asking me, do we want to give her this vaccine? Do you want to give her that shot? Can we go ahead and do this? I said no. No. Okay? This is what I want to do. This is my plan for her vaccines and shit like that. Right now, you are not about to pump 10 different fucking shots and vaccines in my goddamn baby, and she ain't even been here a full 24 hours. No. No. Let her get a taste of fucking fresh air before you guys pump this shit in her fucking body. Like, that shit was pissing me off, yo, and they try to make you feel like bad for setting that boundary. No, this is my child. This is my child. So I came up with a vaccination schedule for her that would spread out the shots, you know? So now she's caught up to speed because I wanted to wait till she was a little bit older and she built up her immune system naturally before they put all this shit in her. I'm like, are you kidding me? So because we're getting ready to travel and stuff, I just wanted to make sure she had, you know, the shots she needed. And then I think her next set of shots will be at the end of the summer. And I think she's supposed to get, which one is it? It might be another D-tap. It might be another D-tap. But she has all the most important ones right now. So they'll tell you. They'll tell you what it's for. And for me, I'm looking into this shit, and it's like one of the very first shots that they give a baby. I think it's the hepatitis B shot. And I'm like, okay, so why would y'all give a baby a hepatitis B shot if that's something that's sexually transmuted, right? Let me make sure I got my facts straight. But it was one of those situations where I had done some research on it, and I'm like, well, why would a baby need this? Why would a baby need this? So I think what I end up doing was just the vitamin K when she was born. Hep B. No, she didn't. She didn't have jaundice. No. Which one is it for the it was one that had to do with like a STD or something. Yeah, the hepatitis B. Okay, I'm not tripping. Yeah, so she didn't have that one. And apparently that's like the very first one that they give a baby when they're born. She has it now, but no, I wanted to wait. Yeah. Yeah, it's her little tiny feet. But everything was good. We did professional pictures at the hospital. That came out really, really pretty. I might upload the video. I might upload it as a short on here. I'm trying to open the channel up a little bit. You know, you guys kind of bring you guys into my world a little. And then postpartum wasn't bad for me. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I had a pretty smooth pregnancy. I didn't experience like any health issues or really much of anything really except for swelling. The swelling was really bad, especially towards the end. Yes, I do want more kids. I want 4 kids. I want 4. At least that's where I would stop. That's where I would stop, or you know, it wouldn't be planned after that point. But I want a full house. I always said I want a big family. That's kind of cool to me. I don't know. That's kind of cool to have your own little family, like your own little pod. You know what I'm saying? Like that's dope to me. Like you have people that's just completely against having kids. I'm like that. What's the point of fucking living? What's the point of fucking living if you ain't gonna reproduce? I know, right? That's what I'm excited about. Like, what? It's like you get to be a kid all over again through your kids. You know, because you want to give them the best childhood. So you might be able to give them a childhood that you didn't have the opportunity to have, you know? I know she gonna have a blast, okay? We're gonna be out here in the streets. We're gonna be traveling. She's gonna be very cultured, okay? Very cultured. So we gonna have fun. We gonna have fun. But I do want her to have a sibling. I want her to have a sibling. Like I get slight anxiety. I saw her play with other kids for the first time around Mother's Day weekend, and it gave me so much freaking anxiety. As I never, she only knows her family. Like she hasn't been socialized just yet with other kids. So I was just on the edge. Every little fall, every little bump, everything just have your edge. So I'm like, yeah, she needs siblings, or I may have to put her in daycare so she can be around other kids. And even though it's going to be bittersweet, like I really don't want to do that. I'm trying to avoid daycare as the best that I can. But if I want to build a decent human being, they need to be socialized. So, and it would take some pressure off of me too. It'll give me some more time to myself, you know. But for right now, I'm just considering babysitters, like on care.com. Like I have my little list for emergencies. Like if I can't find someone like in my family to babysit or whatever, then that's when I'm going to take advantage of the care.com and maybe book a babysitter for a couple hours. Because I was looking at the minimum, based off the list of people that I chose, the minimum is 18 an hour, and then the higher paid ones are 22 an hour, which is to me still not bad. So to go out and have a decent time, pay a babysitter $100 to watch her for a few hours. It's not bad. Oh, really? I didn't know that about the camera thing. Interesting. Well, I guess we'll see how it goes because I'm actually getting ready to go on a cruise, and apparently they have a daycare on a cruise. So I guess I'll get to experience firsthand what's that like, seeing her in that type of environment before I actually invest money into it. So we'll see how she does. I said I'm gonna still stick an air tag in her diaper. We don't play them type of games. Stick an air tag in her diaper. Like, where are you going? You on a ship? What else? She ain't gonna be nowhere else but on the damn ship. Is that crazy? No, I don't think it's crazy. Yes. Yes, we will be flying into the port. So it'll be her first flight. She's gonna be lapping. She's gonna be on my lap. Cause she's not at an age where I have to actually pay for a seat just yet. So I haven't flown, like I haven't been on a plane since right before COVID. Yeah. Or was, yeah, right before COVID. Because I've always done road trips. Like, I would drive my ass off. um, has your life changed? Oh, it definitely has changed, but for the better, I would say. Definitely for the better. Like, like I said, I can't see it any other way now. Like, I give a lot of credit to me becoming a mom as to why I am where I am today, and how I feel about myself as well. Like, becoming a mom gave me a huge confidence boost that I didn't know I needed. You know, I feel more empowered, and I think that just comes from the instinct to protect her. So it's like at any moment, I will put my own insecurities or fears aside to protect her, to stand up for her, because she can't stand up for herself. So, yeah, it's definitely strengthened me in ways I didn't realize I needed the extra support in, you know. But when I tell you, postpartum is a real thing though. Like, I didn't feel completely back to myself until my baby turned 1. Literally, she just turned 1 in April. But to feel completely back in my mind, my body, my spirit entirely, of course I came back as a brand new person, but it really takes a full 9 months to a year to get back to normal. And I'm glad I took my time with myself. I'm glad I was very patient with myself, y'all. especially like regarding like the weight loss, the baby fat, and all of that stuff. Like I had to be really patient with myself. I was very heavy when I was pregnant, very fucking the heaviest I ever been in my fucking life, and most of it was water. Thank God, most of it was fluid. So after I had her, I like right away I dropped about 35 pounds, right, like within days of having her, because it was mostly fluid. But then we had to work on the other 35 pounds. So in total, in my pregnancy, I gained a total of 70 pounds when I was pregnant. And I was so determined not even to get up that far. Like, my ass had convinced myself that I was only going to gain about 20-25 pounds from my pregnancy. I was determined. But that went out the window very quickly. By the time I was 4 months pregnant, I had already gained about 18 pounds. And I think, again, I think it was just mostly fluid. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing okay. But you know, I've always just been very strong, like a strong individual. So I've had my moments, you know, where I was like, oh shit, is this postpartum depression? What the fuck's going on here? You know, where I'll be in those ebb and flow moments, and you know, you have moments of doubt and you're really criticizing yourself, you know, having to adjust to this new lifestyle, adjust to a new body, new responsibilities. It's a lot. It's a lot. And to just like keep going. Like, I was back to work a month after I had her. I was in office. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I had time, but not really a whole lot of time to really process everything and settle into it the way that I wanted to, because I had to get back to work. You said, what does it feel like? It feels like, well, my experience, it's like PMSing. No, you just like emotional as shit and you don't know why, or you just going like through different like mood swings, you know? That's what it was like for me. I was going through a lot of mood swings, um, like paranoia, you know. I was going through a lot at the same time. But that's why I'm like, I'm a very strong individual. Like, I could be going through the worst shit and I just know how to just keep it pushing. Just keep it pushing. I'll be like, okay, I will address this when I have a moment to do so. But right now, I need to show up with a smile on my face for my family, for the people who love me and depend on me, and, you know, for my job. Like, yeah. Yeah, not everybody can handle that, you know, but it is a real thing. Every doctor's appointment I went to, I had to fill out a freaking assessment, and the doctor's giving you eyes like, are you sure you're okay? And I'm like, I'm fine. Stop asking me. I'm fine. You sure you haven't had any thoughts of self-harm? And I'm like, I'm fine. I'm fine. I appreciate them asking, but it's the approach that makes it awkward and uncomfortable. Like, even if I did, I wouldn't feel comfortable opening up to y'all about that. Shit. So in fucking 5 minutes, you have fucking psych ward come get my ass and taking my baby? No. We just gonna deal with the shit. You know, we gonna work through it. And I think, you know, of course, me being spiritual is also a huge part of why I was able to work through postpartum the way that I did, you know. It still had its moments, definitely. Um, at one point, I was lashing out. That's why I'm like, it's crazy. Like, after I had my kid, those hormones are still pumping through you, like, intensely. After, it's like even worse after you push the baby out, like, because your body is going haywire because it still thinks it's pregnant, but it's not. There's nothing there to prove it right. You know what I'm saying? So it's trying to figure out. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. I remember almost got into a fight with one of my family members. And I'm like, I don't even know what to call it. I need to give it a name. Postpartum brain or something. I don't know. But I was just very emotional and like I was on the edge. Like I would just fly off the handle. I listen. I had threatened to drag her up and down the goddamn street. And now looking back, I'm like, why did I do that? I was so hormonal and emotional, yo. I was like, I would never do that to her. Like it wasn't even that deep of a situation. It was about kids. Remember I told y'all I don't play about fucking kids. So the kids, they playing outside in the street or whatever. My sister's in town. She's the oldest of all of them. She's about 16. The other one was 11 or 12, and then there's a smaller one that was about 6, 7 years old. Right? The small one is, tends to nag and bother the older kids, for attention and stuff. That's what young kids do. But he took it too far, and basically he was telling my sister and the other boy to die or some shit like that. Like it was something dark. It was like that, like telling them to die or something. So the kids came back to the house, the adults, we chilling, sipping, vibing, whatever, catching up. And they come in and basically telling the little boy, like, okay, he came crazy out of his mouth and he's saying all this shit. Like, he just took it too far. So I get to a point where I'm like, okay, is anybody going to say anything to his mom? Because you can't just let that fly, like, because then he's going to keep saying that. He's going to think it's okay to go around and telling people that shit. So nobody wanted to say nothing. And at this point, I'm like upset because like that's not fair, So I end up walking down the street with the kids to go and bring it to her attention. It wasn't to confront her, it wasn't to start a fight or anything. It just escalated to that point because I'm on edge. I just had a baby, I'm on edge. So I go and find out she wasn't answering my phone calls before I walked down the street because she was asleep. So I'm already mad about that. So I go in there and she's like waking up. And I'm like, you didn't get my phone call? And she's like, no, what's going on? I was asleep or whatever. And I told her what happened. Of course, she, disciplined her kid and he admitted to saying it or whatever. But then she got in defense mode. I guess she thought that I was coming in there to attack her because it looked that way. Like I came in there mobbed up with a bunch of kids, behind me. It looks like we came in to attack her, to confront her or something like that. That's what it looked like. That wasn't my intention. I just wanted to bring it to her attention so that she could correct him on it, But like every mother, you're going to defend your child. So it goes from her sitting down on the couch to her standing up and getting in my face. And that was like all the red flag that I needed. That was it. When she got in my personal space, I took offense to it and I was like, okay, you look like you want to fight. So, but I took it that way. I took it that way because, you see anybody stand up and get too close and they doing a lot with their hands. No, instantly I go on guard. And, we're all from Jersey, so we just don't play that shit. So I just remember I lost my temper and I don't even remember what I said. I don't remember what I said. I just know like I lost my fucking temper because she got in my face. I can't even remember what I said, yo. I just remember because she repeated it to me. Like we actually ended up having like a powwow about it later on because I was like, that didn't have to go that far. But I just remember telling her that I would drag her up and down the street. And now, like, fast forward looking back, I'm like, I was definitely doped up on hormones, and that wouldn't have even went down like that if I was in my current state. It wouldn't have went down like that. But We had a conversation. All is forgiven. There was no physical fight, thank God. Um, all kids are safe and intact. Oh, they was hype. Kids play too damn much. Kids play too much. Mm-mm. That was like the best action they had all fucking day, probably. But no, I was like, no, that is not me. I was rereading old text messages, and shit that I had sent to like love interest and shit. And I found myself just apologizing. Just apologizing like, yo, if there's anything that I said to you that was like offensive or like I hurt your feelings, I'm so sorry. That was not me. That was pregnant brain. Like, I just like one day just went through my old messages, and I think I had a couple drinks or whatever, but I was cracking up, yo. I was like, they gonna think I'm fucking nuts. Fucking batshit fucking crazy. Let me apologize. Because I would never say some shit like that. Or I would never react like that. It was definitely a chemical imbalance, I will say that. Yep. But I would do it all over again. I would do it all over again. This time more aware. This time more aware. Is it medicine? I believe there is. I believe there is, but I wouldn't see a point in doing that because then when you get off the medication, then everything is going to flood in. Mm-mm. Was you supposed to be on medication for the whole period of you healing postpartum? I just dealt with the shit. Like, it was like a lot of shadow work that I did, you know? I took advantage of that time to like dig up all the shit, like dig it all up. So my postpartum was definitely a purging for me as well, spiritually. Because I couldn't run from my emotions, especially when it's like a chemical imbalance like that and you have no control. I couldn't run from my emotions. I couldn't pack them down. It's just when they came to the surface, I just had to sit in it and deal with it. So, that's kind of what shadow works feels like for me on a regular. So I just will let it happen. And I feel like I cleared up a lot of shit. A lot of shit came to the surface after I had my baby. So if it feel like it's been 2 years, it's because it was a long gap after I had her that I wasn't on here because I was giving myself time, to get back to myself. And even when I did try to get on here and do those, it just didn't feel right. I was like, Kaliyyah, stop trying to rush this process. You cannot rush this process. Because I wanted to get back on here with y'all so bad. So, you think so? I think so too. I've been thinking that for some time. I be like, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way. But I also think I'm like, okay, maybe I'm being protected. I don't know. My nose ring keep twisting. I even considered I was about to start a whole nother channel just to see. Just to see. But I'm like, you know what? Maybe this is a part of my journey. Everybody's journey is different. It's 12:40, child. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's me to the core. That ain't never gonna change. I can't be nobody else but me at the end of the day. I can't be nobody else but me. Now, I will say I have changed, you know, but in other ways. I've matured. Let's say that I've matured on this journey for sure. But I'm always be humble and have humility and stuff like that. Like this is fun for me. Like when I'm on here with y'all, I feel like a child again. I feel like a child again. That's why I'm like, YouTube is my little cozy abode. Like it feel homey. Oh, you talking about me having a baby? Well, thank you, thank you. It took me not hard. It took a long time for me to believe that because I would have people would compliment me and be like, "Well, damn, you look good. You look good to have just had a baby." I'm like, "Really?" Thank you. Definitely come a long way. But I was doing a lot of walking because the job that I worked, it was in the middle of like this huge parking lot. Um, this huge parking lot, and I would just walk around the building that I worked in, and I would do that on all my breaks, my 15 minutes and my 30-minute breaks. I would walk, and I drank a lot of water, and I stopped snacking throughout the day because the job that I worked was very stressful, and they will allow you to eat at your desk. I had to stop that. When I stopped that, that's when I started to see results. You know, I got back into fasting, um, eating a lot of veggies. You know, I allow myself to indulge on the weekends. So I would fast, and then on the weekend I'd eat whenever I want, however I want, and then go back and do it again the following week. You know, and I did that. I went cold turkey probably around Valentine's Day because at that point it had been I think that was about the 9-month mark, 9 or 10 months postpartum. And I was like, okay, I'm at this plateau right now. I'm ready to break this plateau. So that's when I got back into fasting. But for the first month or so, I would fast. Okay, so I would go to work and I would go to work from 8:30 to 5. Now, this may work for some of y'all if, you know, you're trying to lose a couple pounds before summer. I would go to work from 8:30 to 5, and what I would do is I wouldn't eat while I was at work. That was the thing, to just not eat while you're at work. So I would do like a water fast, or I would just have my tea, my coffee until I got home. And when I got home, I would have one big wholesome meal, you know, but I made sure that I had a vegetable every day. I made sure I had a fruit every day. Um, and then fill in the gaps with the proteins and, you know, very little carbs, that type of thing. But I would be satisfied, I would be full. So I was basically doing OMAD, so one meal a day. For about a month, I did that. And within that month, I dropped about uh 10 pounds, I think. The first month, I dropped about 10 pounds. And then I pulled back the following month. Instead of doing one meal a day, I started to do my coffee, my water, my tea. No, I actually cut out coffee and I just did tea and water. And I would have a piece of fruit in the morning and a granola bar. And then I wouldn't eat all the way up until I got home and had dinner. Um, During this time, like I said, I'm doing my walks while I'm at work. And then before bed, I would do like a lazy Pilates type of thing. So mostly stretches, you know. I don't think people realize how good stretching is. Like just simply stretching, you can change the whole shape of your body, and tone it up as well, especially your core. So that's what I would do. I would do, I have like this, it's a 12 pound bar that I keep in my room, and I would lift that. I would do my squats, my stretches, just simple workouts. Like I wasn't doing like hit training or nothing extreme, just simple movements, stretches before bed. I had already gotten my steps in and burnt my calories through walking throughout the day, moving around the house. Like I have my Apple Watch, so I will always track how many calories I'm burning, what workout I'm doing. Some nights I would just come home and just dance, just doing something to get my body moving. That was the goal. It wasn't to do like a strenuous workout routine. It wasn't to be on like a super strict diet. Like I just fell into like a routine that felt good for me. And it apparently was working. And now I'm at a point where I don't do any of that shit. I'm more so now focused on portioning. So I just portion more now and I drink a lot of water. I still get my steps in, my movement in for the day, whether I track it or not. A lot of times I'm not because I'm bad with keeping my watch charged. But yeah, like today, me and Layla went to the park. We got some steps in, we did some grounding and just sat outside, and ate lunch and loved it. So I'm gonna try to make that a thing this summer for us to go to the park and do walks and stuff, get her outside. And that was my exercise for the day. And before I go to bed, I'm probably gonna do some stretches and some breath work. Yeah, that's what it's been like. What did I eat today? I had, did I have breakfast? I know this sounds bad, but I had goldfish cheese crackers for breakfast. That's been my thing. I love them little cheese crackers. I just get the big ass box, like it's a big ass box. And me and Layla be tearing that box up. It be her snacks, but it be mine too. So I had like a handful of goldfish crackers, cheese crackers this morning, and some water, and then by the afternoon I had a couple because I really got it for her. I got her a nugget meal from Chick-fil-A. He said hot fries. Oh, that's a little worse than me. But yeah, that's pretty much been my fucking breakfast the past week or two. So goldfish crackers and pears. I've been fucking some pears up, yo. I forgot how fucking good they were. Until I started giving them to my daughter because I try to give her fruits as well. And she loved pears, she liked bananas, strawberries, grapes. So she put me back on the pear bandwagon. I love me some pears. So pears and goldfish crackers have been my breakfast. In my tea, I've been drinking green tea with ginger in it every morning. And then also, y'all, what's helped me as well is I do these little ACV mocktails, so apple cider vinegar mocktails. So good. I mean, I've acquired a taste for it. But basically, I'll make it like I'm making a drink, and I'll just put like a shot apple cider vinegar in there. I put about a shot of lemon juice in there. I usually do cranberry juice, because this drink is for weight loss, but it's also for, getting that good like gut flora, probiotics. If that's a natural probiotic, really good for the women down there, to cleanse yourself and stuff like that. It's great for the skin. There's a lot of benefits to apple cider vinegar other than just weight loss. So I just have fun with it, and I make me a little mocktail with it. I do cranberry, I do lemon juice, I do the pineapple juice or orange if I have it. And just make it how I want to. It's just as long as it tastes good. But I do the diet cranberry juice. Not the one with all the fucking sugar and carbs in it, okay? We do diet cranberry over here. So, especially if I'm gonna be drinking that before I go to bed, I don't want to drink all that fucking sugar and shit and weigh me down before I go to bed. So, I just do diet cranberry juice. I do the light pineapple juice. Well, the one I got right now is not light, but I only put a splash in there. But I watch out for my sugars. I watch out for. I don't really monitor the carbs too crazy, but I kind of like compare. So if I know I had a fucking donut for breakfast, I'm not gonna go and eat a fucking burrito for lunch or dinner. You know what I'm saying? Because that's more bread. That's more carbs in addition to the heavy carbs that I had that morning already. So I kind of pick, okay, either I'm gonna have my carbs in the morning for lunch or for dinner. Right? The majority of my carbs. And that's just how I go about it. That's how I've been going about it. And then on the weekend, I do whatever I want to do. I do whatever I want to do. That's when I be having my little drinky drink, my little smoky smoke. I be having the munchies. You know, I be in here fucking her damn snacks up, okay? Them baby snacks are good. And they low carb. They low carb. I eat a whole bag of her fucking little cookies and shit, and it'll only be about 10 fucking carbs. Should be good. I be having. I buy baby snacks for me, and then I buy some for her. That's also helped me. I've replaced my snacks with baby snacks. So, yeah, I love it. I love it. So currently, I am about 10 pounds away from my pre-pregnancy weight. So I'm excited about that. And I'm very, very proud of myself for being patient with the journey, for being patient. Eventually, I do want to do I'm either going to do a pole class or kickboxing. Either pole or kickboxing. They're so different from each other. But yeah, I wanna get into like a physical sport or activity that becomes like a hobby for me, like something that's like an outlet for me. So if I had the time, I would do both. But right now, I'm trying to focus on one thing at a time and seeing how I can factor in, stuff like that, where it's just me, no baby, nobody else, like something just for me. Like this is personal to me and I enjoy it. But again, I think that's where the daycare and the babysitter gonna come in at. Like when I get into my phase where I'm ready to mingle and go out and explore the city and stuff like that, like it's gonna be a lot of times that I bring her with me, but some of those times I might want to go out by myself. So yep, watermelon will fill you up too, but it's very low in calorie and it's very hydrating and it's good for you. Fruit, period. Fruit is a great alternative. Fruit is a great alternative. That's what I'm saying. I've been eating pears, plums, strawberries, grapes. I cut back on the bananas. When I noticed a huge difference in my body, and like I started to lose weight quicker when I cut out bananas. I love bananas, but they are very rich in sugar and carbs. So I had to stop with the bananas. I had to stop with the bananas. I definitely got enough potassium. I can tell you that. She loves bananas too. But yeah, cantaloupe is really good for you. Of course, we love the watermelon. I just got back into kiwi. Even though I don't have any, I need to buy some, but kiwi's really good too. Pineapple. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Watermelon's like a natural diuretic. But that mocktail concoction I just told you about, that will have you going to. If you need to do a flush, do that. Do that. Just add more lemon juice. Because I made the mistake of doing that the other night. I'm sitting there making it, and I didn't realize that the whole cap from the lemon juice came off. And like I dumped a whole lot of freaking lemon juice in that glass, but I still drank it. But then the next day I was running to the bathroom like crazy. Like I was peeing so freaking much. Just flushed out my whole damn system overnight. So that's a quick way to do like a little detox or a flush. Hold on. This is get on my nerves. I'm about ready to change them. I think I'm gonna go ahead and swap out. I want to get a hoop, and then I think I'm gonna do a diamond on this side. It's supposed to be 1 o'clock in the morning, and we sitting here talking about snacks, and I want a snack. But I ate all the goldfish today. I finished the goldfish. I think it's my drink. It finally kicked in. See what I did there? I just grabbed the water. Start talking about snacks and all that shit. Just grab the water. I've been doing that too. I'll try to drink a lot of water before I eat so I get full quicker. You said Cheez-Its. Ooh, I love the hot and spicy ones. Ooh, they so good. Oh my gosh. It'll make me buy some. I love little hot spicy Cheez-Its. Or the white cheddar ones. Oh my gosh. In college, I used to walk around with a freaking box of white cheddar Cheez-Its. The family size box at that. High as shit. Didn't give a damn. Yes, I love anything spicy. I love spicy food. But those Cheez-Its, they taste like the regular Cheez-Its, but if you had just like drowned it in hot sauce. Like it even has like a little tang like from the vinegar that you taste in hot sauce. Love it. So good. I'm also into pickle chips right now too. I think I'm gonna make some tomorrow. I think I'm gonna make the homemade tortilla chips with the pita bread because I just had a Sunday dinner at my aunt's house. My family, we do these Sunday dinners every week. So every week we rotate to a different household, to a different person's house, and they cook something different. So we have a group chat where we drop our menu for the week, you know, for that Sunday, and everybody just kind of flocks to that person's place, and we have Sunday dinner there. And then the following week it'll be a different person, you know, who hosted. So I hosted mine's 2 Sundays ago. And then this past Sunday was at my aunt's house, and she did a Greek theme. So we had gyros. Where was I going with this? Where the hell was I going with this? Well, where's the connection? Can y'all bring it back to me, please? What was I talking about, y'all? I'm hot. What was I talking about? How do we get to the Greek salad? I don't have a damn clue. I really don't even have a clue. I don't. Moving on. Unless somebody could tell me what the hell I was talking about. But yeah, I think I'm about to call it a night too, Diamond. And go lay down somewhere. When I tell you I just lost my train of thought so bad just now. Don't know what happened. Maybe that was them telling me good night. Shut it down. All right, y'all. Let me go to bed. I'm about to be in here tussling with Layla. If she wake up, I'm gonna try to put her back in her crib so I could stretch out. You know, sheets are nice and crisp and cold and clean. I'm looking forward to that right about now. I will see y'all in the next live. I love you guys as always. Thank you for supporting and stay beautiful. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.